Now back to Cobra News Now.
Cause it's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do.
Are you ready?
What is going on, y'all? It is Friday night, and it is time for a 3-star after dark. Been a little bit since I have done one of these, so hopefully I can remember all of these controls. I just wanted to get back, do a live. I'm paying for StreamYard. That bill actually comes out on Sunday or Monday, and I've not used it once this year, so wanted to make some use out of it, and I got to get back into the swing of doing some lives, doing some content. I've been off for roughly a month, other than a couple appearances with Crow and then on Punk's Pit. But as far as doing anything over here, it's been nil while I try to get used to this new work schedule and some pretty big life adjustments and all that. So I think I've got it under wraps now. So it's time to come back, and what better way to kick that off than doing a live right here on Friday, right before Yojo June starts up. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Everybody might be tuning in on the replay. Know there's some other streams going on tonight, and people are kind of scattered around. That's cool. Bounce back and forth. And if you're here on the replay, hit that like. So I'm not here by myself tonight. I got a couple of friends waiting. I'm going to bring on in just a minute. Tell you what we're going to do. This is just really a hangout. It's just a pretty casual, laid-back show. However, we had some topics kind of fall into our lap with the SDCC reveals, and of course, getting ready to kick off Yojo June. And of course, we've got JoeFest coming up at the end. So we're just going to kind of go over that, give some thoughts. We might talk about Haslab. Hadn't heard a lot about the Haslab. 2 years ago, that's all people could talk about was 3 months of Haslab speculation, but there hadn't been a lot of that yet this year that I've seen. So we might even do some of that. So let's bring some guests on so we can get into this chat, start looking at it. Of course, when I'm doing a live, you know who I got to have on as soon as he sets back down. So my brother from the backyard battlefield, what's up to the king in the north? And let me cue it up and play it for you right. Well, say hi and I'll find it.
As soon as I do, you'll find it. So, hi. Oh.
You're right. I thought I had videos open. I'm a little rusty running the board here, so
It's all good, man. It's slow go tonight.
So, how you doing today, Crow? You all right?
I am rich in toys and poor in
Good
reality. Yeah.
Good day up north. So,
Yeah. I think everybody saw it today. I got the despoiler and I got the freaking Taurus and whatnot 2-pack. So anybody living near the St. Lawrence River or the Boston ports, I would say start expecting that stuff, I guess.
word. We're going to talk about them in a minute. Let you show them off, and you got a Taurus and Red Dog too. You was going to show off tonight, so we're going to do that also.
Give some thoughts. Yeah, give some thoughts. That's about it.
All right, and let's go ahead and welcome our other guest that is waiting. And I do have some other people that are going to show up later. One I know is on another stream right now, but for now, let's say hi to this guy. And I don't have a sound bite for him, but he's kind of a big deal. What's going on, Lawrence?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. It's Friday. Gonna try to ruin my streak of getting in bed early tonight. So.
Can I do the soundbite for Punk right now? Whoa, wait a minute. You guys got to understand, I don't know these assholes. There, that's your soundbite. No.
Very good.
But you do know me, so there's a big difference.
Well, I don't have a big memory bank for quotes.
That's right. That's why I save all these video clips and not find
here.
them when I need them.
Here, you want one? What
Sure.
the fuck are you talking about?
I like that. That suits you. Yeah, there we go.
I don't know if there's copyright, but I don't think there's a copyright because I'm the one. It's actually my voice on Circle.
Yeah, I think you're safe on that one.
Yeah,
I know
frivolous lawsuit.
Bret Hart's mad he doesn't own his stuff from the WWF, though he thinks he should. So technically, I guess Baldy still owns it.
I'm just waiting. If Bret Hart wants to deal with you, I'm waiting for him to call me.
Yeah, that's funny. I'll do the hopefully it won't be a Detroit screw job.
We call it the Montreal screw job. Yeah.
You know, I believe they were in Detroit the night before that.
Yeah, they were in Montreal the night it happened.
Yeah, but I believe they were in Detroit the night before.
Yeah,
because that's
probably when they plotted it.
Yeah, that's how. Like, I was listening to one of the guys talk about it, Bruce Pritchard, and I didn't realize this, but he said at the end of the year, this is the tour that the WWE always took, like going, I think, through Chicago to Ohio, Michigan between Christmas and New Year's, and I think they said Detroit was always like the last show before the New Year. Then they'd go up into Canada. So like,
because there's a small Canadian circuit. Yeah,
but I didn't realize like it was every single year they took like oh wow, they probably had like Florida, all those southern places and everything.
You got to figure
that is
long.
The most true statement that will be said on the stream.
Well, Heartbreak Kid is greater than Bret Hart.
Yeah,
he is
please.
so much better.
Talk about legacies and then stop.
Let's say hi to the chat that is here, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to keep up with it is to say hi now. So we'll get into what's going on. So what's up? Paul Morales is here. What's up, Paul? Thank you for joining us. Got Severe Del Norte. Everyone doing an After Dark or latest reveal stream Friday. Happy to see 3-star and got to see the spoiler from Crow's channels. Thank you for tuning in on a Friday night, Sabir. Hope you're off that subway already for the evening. Kimberlin is here. Said he's here for the free cookies. Did you bring cookies, Pomp?
I did not. They usually have Baldi's, or we have Tony keep them since he's junior lawyer.
Yeah. Tony's got to keep the cookies. Let's see. Todd C is here. What's up, Todd? Got NorCal Voodoo Toy Box. Sam, what's up? 3-star in chat. What's up, NorCal? David R is here. What's going on, David? How you doing? Kenzo's here. What's going on, Kenzo? How you doing?
I haven't seen Kenzo in a while.
Yeah, he's opening all them toys in the school pickup line. I know Kenzo's getting pumped though, because Motu next weekend, so I know Kenzo's getting
condolences to Kenzo and one of the former Avalanche players who passed away.
Well, yeah, passed away is putting it lightly.
Well, he is in the past, and
he self-deleted.
I don't know.
Oh,
I just found that out today. I knew he passed away. I did not know how. We were talking
Claude
about
Lemieux. Claude Lemieux was a hockey legend. Montreal Canadiens went on to other teams, everything like that.
He was a piece of shit who put Chris Draper's face into the boards when he shouldn't have.
Regardless, there was a long and storied career, and if you were a brawler back then I guess that's the way you get remembered. But nobody saw him self-deleting. He just participated in pregame events in Montreal, so it was weird.
How old was this guy? Because I don't know.
60.
And there's a pro skateboarder that just I haven't had confirmation, but from all sounds of it is he self-deleted himself too at 49.
Yeah. I'd be interested in the story, but then I'd be kind of heartbroken to hear the stories of these guys' choices, because it's hard to picture yourself being successful and still going that way, right?
So we were talking about it today, and I think one of the reasons why you see so many athletes do this, and obviously there's more people But I think when you're at the top of your game, when you are the best of the best, and again, the worst NHL hockey player is how much better than a minor leaguer. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
the worst basketball player is so much better than anyone on the court. You know,
Mhm.
I think that, and that's true right there. It doesn't like this guy Mark.
Yes.
Mark,
Kenzo, you're right.
who skateboarder, right? He
Yeah.
was considered one of the greatest. Like, he innovated so much stuff. He's 49, and I'm watching guys in their 40s skateboard amazingly. But it's like, when all this is taken away, you're no longer the best. It's your whole identity.
Yeah.
Unlike schmucks like you and I, who just like, we had to work for everything.
Yeah.
What do you have left? And again, I'm not saying what do you have left. I'm saying I think this might be how some of them think, and it's sad.
Oh, and I agree with some of that. I also think maybe he was making a choice rather than maybe he had found out he had pancreatic cancer or something. We just don't know, right? So maybe you go out when you're on top by your own hand, by your choice. I don't know, but what a topic. Welcome back, Darren. We're talking about.
I was just saying, like, athletes in general when they do stuff.
Yeah.
I just realized the ticker was still running from a month ago at the bottom.
When Claude
Stanley's still waiting for you to answer that question from a month ago.
So you're saying your ticker from when Claude Lemieux and Mark Johnson was still with us?
Yeah, they were still living at the time. They were amongst the living. So.
Now that you've removed it, it's real.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
real,
they're gone.
It wasn't real. So Darren put a stamp on it.
Yeah. Now I'm a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, I'm verklempt.
He was such a good player.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss him so much. Never heard his name before tonight, but NorCal Voodoo Toy Box. What's up, Crow? Love the last stream review you did on the Despoiler. So
thanks, NorCal. I saw you there, buddy. I saw you at the end there. Yeah, today I did a review live rather than record one and put it up, so that's going to count.
That's right. It still counts. Joe Fan 84 is here, and then I have this one from Joe Fan. Highlighted today is his dad's 77th birthday at their house celebrating, so I'll be in and out. Happy birthday, Joe Fan's dad.
Yeah. Give your dad a big high five from us. No, I'm sorry. Go on.
I'm trying to remember. My dad's going to be 78 or 79 this year. I think he's going to be 78 this year. So.
I feel like I've been saying my dad is 76 for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
And I think he might just be turning 70, 76, 77.
That's my dad. My dad's somewhere in the 76 to 78 mark, if I were to, count the rings or something.
I had to math it out because I know what the numbers at the end work out to. So.
Yeah. But yeah, 77 years that's quite an accomplishment. Good for him.
Yeah, sir. Todd saying Canadians have been slowly killing Americans with the canola oil. Hey, they've been slowly killing me with maple syrup because I put that shit on everything.
Hang on, I gotta mute my mic and take this other call. Yeah, it's Crow. They know about the canola oil. What the fuck? Oh shit. Okay, no, go on. Whatever. Yeah, it's good.
How'd they find out? Let's see, Joe Fan. His name is Steve. They had me later in life. Well, happy birthday, Steve Fan.
To Steve, yeah.
Steve Fan 84. Here, Roman back there. How's Roman doing?
He's good. He's he's gonna be 10. So I don't see too much of an issue with his ACL now, other than he just moves slower as it is. Like going up steps, he's much more cautious. I still have the gate, so he's not going up and down the steps while I'm home. But now when I'm at home, when I go to bed or now on the streams, I let him come up here because I don't think it's gonna get better. I think it's where it's at. You also don't want him running on it because but like the way he goes up steps, he's not charging like he used to.
How do you used to walk compared to now when you take him for a leash walk? Like, was he resisting you and pulling more?
I never take a leash walk, really.
Oh,
I have
okay.
a big yard, so he just runs around the back. Roman is So when I put him on the leash to take him to get his nails cut, he is super excited. He pulls when you're on the leash for the most part. He gets in the car and then he whimpers the whole time.
Knows where he's going. It's like, oh shit.
But he's so happy. He won't go by the windows. If you roll down the window, he backs away. And he usually tries to stay away. Then we get there and we go in there, get his nails clipped at Petco. Then he wants to walk around and he barks at everyone. And he's barking at everyone because they're not petting him. And I'm like, boy, they're not petting you because you're barking at them.
Yeah.
There are certain employees that know him right away and they come up to him and like he's looking at you, barking at you, like, why aren't you petting me? And it's like, dude, do you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not putting this together very well, is he?
Kind of like I think I've told the story before. My dad, years ago, he's like, hey, when you call over your grandmother's house, when your grandfather answers the phone, do you ask for your grandmother? I'm like, well, yeah, it's usually who I'm trying to talk to. He's like, stop it. It drives him nuts. No one ever talks to him. Hey, Dad, no problem.
Oh.
So I call over there. He answers. Oh, hey, Grandpa, how you doing? Who's this? I go, this is Lawrence. My nephew, or my grandson? Yes, not your son. Hey, how you doing? What do you want? I'm like, oh, I'm just saying how you doing. Do you want to talk to your grandmother? I'm like, yes, Grandpa.
Yeah, I do now.
Like I tried, and like it's like, why are you trying to talk to me? Like,
Well,
Yeah, he won't let you break that ice, eh? Like, yes, I want you to talk to me. No, it's like, you're looking for your grandmother. Well, you've stated the fact here.
that's funny.
that's Roman walking through Petco. He's barking.
Yeah.
At everyone. And then you have these, then you have certain employees that have been there and they just come right over to him and Roman, and they're all happy to see him and
everybody else is like, you're gonna go pet that barking dog. He's
Exactly.
big.
that's a pit
Oh, he's
bull.
harmless.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Well,
a-
I'm sure you know it, Darren. Like you probably had it like, ooh, that's a scary dog. Like, what?
Yeah.
Chihuahua around me? Like,
Yeah, he was apprehensive when people approached him, but if I was with you, like somebody come up to the truck and I walked up to the truck with them, they knew it was cool. He didn't like other dogs, so I didn't take
Roman's
him
the
to a
same
lot
way.
of places. So
Roman is the same way, and
I
Roman
take
is
him in.
he's fine with little dogs until they start yapping. And if they start yapping at like a big dog on the other side of one of my fences, because when we'd have Sheldon over here, Sheldon didn't really bark at but the little dog next door, she came over a couple of times and he was always fine with her till she was barking at the other pit bull next to us, and then Roman attacked her. So I'm like, okay. Unfortunately, I can't have Penny come over here anymore because Roman's an idiot. He's mean.
Yeah, so that's how Pretzel would get it. It's overexcitement is the word that they use for that. They get overexcited and their emotions overrule they're like, oh wait, that's really cool, but it just gets the best of them. So I took him everywhere, but I didn't take him in many places.
Yeah, like Roman is an alpha. Like he is a true alpha. Like that is how. So listen, my grandfather, there was 25 grandchildren, I think, and when my grandfather passed away, all we heard from all the granddaughters was like, "Oh my God, he was so wonderful, he was so nice to us," and every grandson was like, "What fucking grandfather did you know, man?"
Yeah.
And my grandfather was not mean, but he yelled at us, right? And it's like, what grandpa are you talking about? Because not the one we know.
Yeah.
Grandma, on the other hand, way different.
Yeah, it's usually that way, I think, for a lot of us. Say what's up to Viper Scout. How you doing, Viper Scout?
Hey, buddy.
I have great impressions of someone you don't know.
Yeah, you never know, or we'd never know if they're accurate. Or
That's
not.
what I'm saying. Like, someone right now, like they'll be talking. They're gonna be like, "Man, did you hear Punk imitate his grandfather? It was perfect." Oh,
yeah,
you know
just like the guy.
Yeah, it sounds just like him. I talked to him last year. Sounds just like him.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about some GI Joe stuff. So kind of run down some of what we're going to go over tonight, and of course I've got my JoeFest Club Tarkin shirt on from last year. However, we're not going to do a lot of talking about JoeFest tonight. Little bit, but because Crow and I are going to be on with Punk in when are we going to be on?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. There we go.
This week is Delta 17.
Okay.
And then you guys are in 2 weeks. And then in 3 weeks, we have the Circle of Jerks. I mean that would make sense, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And we're doing special missions. We're doing special missions all week or all month. So I apologize to you guys if we're going up against you or anything.
Special missions is just where you do live updates of the Joe news as they occur as soon as possible, right? So you're not really paying attention to what's on, you're just going on, correct?
Special missions is...
Well, they're all on Wednesday this month.
Oh.
They're always on Wednesday.
Well, I thought they were any day.
No.
No. Special missions is like if they do a Joe stream, we do it.
Yeah. Okay. So whenever that's
the only one's gonna be difficult is the last one because I want to leave early in the morning. So I got to get to sleep. I got to have everything packed, and I'm not just packing for myself. I have to pack for Susan. Susan's sister-in-law and my daughter because I'm taking their shit down.
Oh, that's right, because you're driving. That's right.
I'm driving, and they're
a lot less room for dioramas this year.
No, because everything's just going to come out. Everything's just going to come out into the Airbnb when I get there, and then I'm going to pack that shit up and drive.
Yeah, that's true. You just gotta get it down to Orlando in one piece, and then you can spread it out.
And I have two big Haslab boxes I have to stick in there.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Friends episode where Joey tries to get back at Chandler by putting on all his clothes?
Yes.
That's gonna be me coming back from JoeFest because my suitcase is gonna be so full of fucking toys. I'm gonna be like, God damn, I don't want to throw this shirt out. I better wear 2 on the plane. And
all right,
Crow's gonna take all old clothes so he can just leave them.
Just leave them there. Yeah.
So, what's his face? Not articulate. What the hell is his name?
The guy with the face?
Guy with a tall guy that works the booth. He works for AWalk too. Adam. He brought a whole big suitcase, and that's all it was for. He packs as much shit in there as possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm flying, so that's all I can do, really, unless I want to pay hundreds of dollars for extra bags, right? That's a gamble.
But that's what he did. He packed, and he packed a lot of shit in 94 and 24.
Yeah, when I was there last time, I was sharing a room with Aaron, the toy enhancer, and when it came down to getting everything back, I had to break boxes down because I bought a vamp, right? So I folded the box down and just unpacked the vamp, things like that, and prepared to do the same this year with better instincts now.
You know how to better pack and better prepare. And I guess you could always, leave it and have somebody ship it, but you still got to pay to get it shipped either way. So I don't know if that's cheaper than paying baggage or not.
I could really keep the guys at the airport security entertained at customs as I use my prison wallet to smuggle back a figure. All right. Wouldn't they love that?
Can I ask a question before we start talking G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
I got this Ghost Rider. Does anyone else have this Ghost Rider?
Yep. I've got
it. Okay. Yep. Where the fuck does this flame piece go?
Take the spike off.
Take the
spike on the back. Take the spike on the back off. It goes in the hole there. It's in case you don't want to have that back piece on.
The whole spike comes off?
Yep. You can take the spike out and put that in there instead.
So this whole spike comes off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see it.
You got it? Let me ask you a question. Those front flames, how easy are you finding them falling off?
Well, I barely moved it, but one fell off while I was showing you this, so pretty
That's
easily.
why I've had it for over a month and I've never reviewed it because I haven't been able to pick it up without something falling off and me going, God damn it.
I didn't review it. I bought it. I bought it afterwards.
Yeah.
And
That one's growing on me though.
I'm not a Ghost Rider like guy. Like I know nothing about him.
Yeah.
But every time I see Ghost Rider now, I'm like, that's a damn good looking figure. I kept looking at this, and you know what? When they first showed it off, it looked like it was just this matte red, motorcycle. And then the more you saw it, the more the detail that they actually had in here, the wheels, like there's different colors and everything in it.
Yeah, it does not translate in any of the pictures. That's what I thought. I was like, I don't like the red.
Yeah.
No, but when you get it in hand, like again, you have these like translucent tires. The red on the rim is different. You have the speedometer there.
Show the license plate.
What?
The license plate.
Where was the license plate at?
It's on the back
light,
left side. It's a plate facing the rear off the back of the rear wheel tire.
Oh yeah.
It's got a message. And it says something.
Oh shit, dude.
I am a BGDL.
What the hell is that?
Good one, Darren.
Show us, Crow. He can't find it.
I think mine's downstairs. I think it's 666. I got the pin particled version down here though. Right, the mini version. So
yeah.
But Evil Dookie bought a couple of those. Yeah. Evil Dookie bought it thinking that he would. There you go. Hell 616, the Marvel 616 universe, right? Yeah. So it's a deep cut to which Marvel universe it came from because we have so many different Ghost Riders, like the ones from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and shit like that. So,
yeah.
But no, I think it grew on me. And, again, I was ordering stuff. Some stuff had come in on BBTS. And I went, you know what? I'm going to order it.
I
like it.
I agree. I'm glad to hear you say it because I bought mine with the full intent. Like I bought mine for Toys on Fire, a store I've been trying to help them promote, and I think they wanted me to do a review on it. But like I said, I had issues with this thing rattling, and I'm like, I'm just not going to get to a review on this. Other things are coming in, whatever. I'll enjoy this figure, but I planned on doing a custom of a Dreadnought bike out of it. That was my plan for it, right? Because I had more than one Ghost Rider already. Okay. And Evil Dookie showed everybody what a pain in the ass that is to rip dye or even try to customize that red. Those tires they're like Teflon dye proof. So I was like, maybe I can accept this red motorcycle the way it was. And it was. I was like, man, it's not worth trying to customizing and ruining it. It's good enough as it is once you get used to it.
Yeah, like I said, I like it. And I've come to really like this. I've really come to like these Ghost Riders. And I like a lot of the Marvel Legends stuff.
I like Ghost Rider. I never read it or never followed it, but I love the idea of the character. I read crossovers like when he was with Punisher or other people, but I never read the comic. I want to say to Jamie Bonson, had that highlighted for a minute.
Hey, thanks, Jamie.
All the clothes. What's going on, Jamie? So you guys are talking about your Ghost Riders. This is the closest thing I have is Spirit.
That's a cool looking for the idea of a skull character. I like the look of that. I just know nothing about that character.
I don't either. I just love it.
PlayStation 2, right?
I saw it and I started thinking like I kind of want that one now, especially considering I got these two the other day.
I just think it looks.
Yeah, these two the other day. But when you find them for $850, you're like,
that's better. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't spending $28 on them, but you're like, you know what? $850. Yep, they're mine.
I held off on this one. I talked to Crow about this figure. I held off on this figure for months and months, and finally, the one Walmart. I only ever saw it at 2 Walmarts, and I was back in the one that I talked about that had the island and all the shit, and the ghost vipers and everything. They had a bunch of them, and I went back in there after they took the island down, and everything vanished for like a month. And then a month later, most of it ended up on clearance, and they finally marked it down, so it paid off waiting on this guy. But I just love the head sculpt and the blue flames.
It is a cool. I've seen it on shelf before, and I was like, I'm not even bothering. I don't want to get the Sony PlayStation Spider-Man stuff too much.
Yeah.
But that one just grows on you the more you look at it. Like the Ghost Rider,
really
bike,
simple.
Yeah.
It's really simple, really clean, but the paint looks good with that fade. So he's just up on the shelf with all the.
And that's why I knew you'd get them, because I know how you feel about skeletons, right? And that's the one thing I'll say against that Ghost Rider Punk is the only thing I would say about the head sculpts, which are cool, is they had a cooler head sculpt on the previous Ghost Rider and bike one, the dark 90s bike, because that one had a movable jaw and stuff. Like you could do stuff with the jaw, change poses. This one, not so much.
Yeah, but this one has the transparent or the translucent mask too, which
it
I'm
has
like,
another option. Yeah,
that's what I really like about that one.
I'm like, did I really need another $55, which will probably go on sale? But I was like, you know what? If it's something you want, then you'll spend the extra money on it and figure out how to pay for it later.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to go ahead.
Don't do that. don't do that, guys.
Yeah, I'm probably going to just go ahead and glue those blast effects or those flame effects on the front spokes, though, because I'm tired of them falling off. And what else am I going to do with them? They're not compatible with anything else.
I mean, you're not really ever going to need them without it. I wouldn't think.
No, it's a displayer. Yeah. Nobody wants to see that bike extinguished. Look how boring I was when I showed it up there.
Yeah. It's just silly. It's just silly. So, all right. So some Joe stuff. Crow, let's give you the floor because you got some highly anticipated stuff today. So you want to talk a little bit about it? Go watch Crow's technical perspective from earlier today if you didn't.
I'll keep it general because I know Punk really wants to do his own review just like you do on this stuff, right? So I'll refrain from getting in depth.
I have not ordered either one of these items yet. So
What's that, Punk?
Do what you need to do.
Okay. So I did get number 193 today. I live in Canada, Ontario. It's a district of Ottawa. So if you're anywhere in this region, I got this from EB Games. And there's just one point I want to make while I'm showing off the Samoan. I like the writing on the back and everything like that. I was wrong about this set. I thought the kit kind of looked like it lacked good plastic. It lacked good attention. It just kind of looked like He-Man kit to me. No, it's good to go once you get it in hand and have a look. It kind of, to me, was like with the Taurus kit, they heard everybody complaining about slice and dice and made sure they didn't do that twice. That rhymed. That was nice.
Oh, how nice.
Anyways, yeah. But so the axe and the sword are actually very, compelling to look at. With these guys, it's all about the little details, like very little intricate details and very articulate bucks. And that's all I can say on it because I haven't explored it that much yet. For guys that don't know, and sorry, I think Punk, I think you and I talked about this before, but back when G.I. Joe was making these guys, right, they were working with people like Sergeant Slaughter and other celebrities of that era. These guys, if I remember from what I read right, were based off of other big names in the WWF, not the WWE, the WWF Federation at the time. And it was Jimmy Superfly Snuka was the inspiration behind Red Dog. And behind Taurus, it was actually the Iron Sheik. And the weird one was behind Mercer, it was Dolph Lundgren. Not a wrestler at all, just big in that time because of the Rocky movies, right? So I don't know 100% how valid that was, what I read, whether it was theory or fact, but it adds up. And when I look at these guys now, I can't stop thinking about that.
I've heard the Taurus and Red Dog one before. I'd never heard the the Mercer Dolph Lundgren, but if you look at that Mercer, at the classified Mercer, you can see it. You
No,
can
just
see a
a,
little
a high
Dolph
and tight
Lundgren in
cut,
there.
right? A little
Yeah.
high and tight. So yeah, I'm going to do a review on these guys because I cheated today and I did a tactical perspective review on the despoiler as a live, which means that I broke it down, I examined it, we did the file card, I did the play grade, the tack grade, and the je ne sais quoi grade. And this one walked a fine line, guys. The hostage in this set is Destro. He's a very exceptional figure, I found. I didn't have a lot of beefs, but on my live, people watched me tear his arm clean out of his socket, right? Because I was testing those butterflies. But what the good that came out of that was my figure was stiff and I hadn't realized it. And where I was seeing these brassards getting in my way, they actually rotate. You can move them out of the way and do that. So you can get a lot more flexibility out of the guy that I initially thought. I just pulled the arm out of the socket, but it's not any reuse of the Twilight Guard for that cloak. That's a new thing. It's pegged in the front and the back. I've had it come out. And it's got Nemesis and Immortals kind of thigh cut, which I said annoys the shit out of me because it does.
Yeah.
Because if they're locked up, you're pulling that ball joint, right?
Yeah.
You don't know until you do it.
You'd think they'd learn with those Haslab Dragonfly figures to make
Sure.
sure the tolerances on that real high thigh swivel aren't crazy.
Yeah. And then the one cool thing I got out of this, because I was doing it, you guys watched me do it right here on the camera, was people complained about the shield where the sword can go in the shield, but this big sword actually fits really nicely down there. And you see, you can actually display that shield, something kind of iconically, just like that. Right.
That's
so
cool.
yeah, and the shield is cool. It's really cool. Like not just the the knots and all that, like even the shadowing, because I got shit light on it right now, but it looks good, right?
I think that's what I needed for JoeFest, a shield with my face pushing out of it.
Yeah. Get somebody to cast it in a paper mache, right?
Yeah, you probably got time for a Turk or somebody to 3D print you one if you let them know this weekend.
Yeah. But so I'm gonna validate what a lot of people suspected, and it's the price point theory. I figured out why this price point really bothered me. I could justify Destro, I would say, is a deluxe figure, not a standard figure. So he's accommodating more for this set than I would be used to as a driver, right? His kit is taking more deco money. Why this thing feels like a ripoff isn't its size. I shouldn't say a ripoff, but why it doesn't impress isn't the size. I was telling Darren backstage, at this size, it needs a play feature. This is not really a play feature, as it doesn't elevate up and down. It just goes left, right, spins around, and you can add blast effects, which aren't included in the set. You can add up to 8 blast effects, 10 blast effects, not included. You have no play function. The steering wheel can't even move. It's stationary, right? So it's like, this is its play function. Pew, 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 pew. Launch missile, okay. Because it doesn't even have a button like we did with the kid. You can't blind yourself with it. But like what I'm saying is it should add a compartment here. Something where you could stow Deathstro's shield or mount it on the hood or do something. Give me something to do with my $110 toy, please. Besides what I just did. That was it.
How now you'd mentioned that it did feel pretty weighty. It was girthy. Didn't feel flimsy. So
no, I mean it's not as heavy as a vamp, but you can tell. I mean it's way girthier than say the air chariot or even 2 air chariots. Like it's got some mass to it, right? So weight and plastic and the construction is solid. I'm not worried about breaking these pieces. Like it's sturdy. It just gives you nothing to do.
Yeah. And you measured that wingspan on your
18 inches.
18.
Yeah.
So that's
18 inches.
That's a lot. Like, and I actually asked you the question that was my whole gripe about it was I actually asked you, did it need to be that big? And what did you tell me?
Yeah. If it were any smaller, it would look hokey. It would look like a Mario Kart around his body. It needed to have some girth to it. They were looking for somebody mentioned Batman Batwing. Sure. I was thinking like some iconic, if you picture the cars that the Nazi commanders used to drive on parade, something iconic that a commander would drive, something like this, like a limousine of flying attack vehicles. But the Energon universe kind of
thought.
yeah, but then Energon depicts them as more like this very abundant troop machine that you could do, right? And the Iron Grenadier guys don't even fit in that thing. Like they fit, but they don't seat properly at all. They're nothing but problems because of that extra deco, right? So,
I was gonna say I was able to listen to most of your review. I was driving for most of it or writing reports, but I remember you talking about that, and you and I have that same point of view. Like I think it was always Destro's personal vehicle, like nobody's flying Serpentor's air chariot but Serpentor. Same thing with the despoiler for Destro. And then Energon kind of went and was like, you get it a spoiler, you get it a spoiler, you get it a spoiler.
yeah. I don't know.
And you mount it on a demon though. Viper Scout wants to know.
So that's a stuck point I have, right? I can see how
big is the demon gonna be.
Well, it's just these are shitty landing skids unless it's going to lock into something, right? They're just flimsy little plastic. They've got no diameter here. So if this lands on the ground, it's digging into the dirt every time, right? Like the weight. Yeah. So it's meant to mount on something. That's, to me, it says demon, but would we ever get a demon in the line? It would be massive. If this thing's this big now, a demon would be hovercraft plus. Right.
That's one thing we've talked about on, everybody, not just you and I, but me, me and Pop, Punk. I mean, everybody's talked about if they did the demon as a Haslab, how freaking big it would be. And now we see 18 inches from the despoiler, and the demon, goes out way off the sides of it with the tracks. So,
but as we know as men, what we know as inches can be deceiving.
That's true. I say 18, it could be 29. Right?
Or it could be 4.
Or it could be 4.
So 4, 6, 7, 8. They're all the same.
Just to bring the point back to that demon discussion, because it's going to come up again as we learn more about it. But maybe, I don't know, Punk, if you've been on top of this, or Darren, you heard about this today and learned about it. But Hasbro's got a new brand license called Make It's now, and it appears they're getting into scale models for their product lines. And I was long saying, like, going towards constructing vehicles through blockies and other things might be a better choice for large vehicles like the Terror Dome or the hovercraft versus a Haslab or made to order. So a demon falls in that category too. And actually, I can see that working a lot better as a build a product because of the fun of building it.
Yeah. Some of those large, like that's how you would get a flag in a set like that. And it would be 1.5 feet long.
Did someone say flag?
Hold on.
Wait,
did anyone say hi to Ken too, or
is this thing you want the story of 1985 Christmas?
I have a feeling you're going to be telling that soon on a video.
You can hit us with that on our stream with you for Road to JoeFest, and we'll be ready.
I did enjoy your short that you just did, though.
Which one?
With the flag.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone doesn't realize, I got monetized on Facebook.
That's crazy.
Why, cool. That is why you've seen me just switch from it being all personal. Now it's just basically become all. I'm like, oh, let's see if I can make some money off this, and that's why I've just done the shorts.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Blame you.
I noticed it and I wondered because myself, I've tried to keep Krusty Old Crow completely separate from my other thing. And I've wondered what happens if I don't. And now you've said, well, you get monetized. And I'm like, oh, is that enough incentive?
So most of you probably will realize that I started a group page, not the Facebook group page, but an actual like group page, Punk with Toys. And that's because Radnom had said, "Man, you need to do this." He's like, "I'm making a bunch of money, not like life-changing money, but he's made a ton of money off his shorts and stuff." So that's why I created it. I was having such a hard time with it growing, and I was trying to do this stuff, and then you have too many social media things. And then I get a thing saying like, "Hey, you're eligible for monetization," and I assumed it was for that. And then it turns out that it was for my personal page, and that's when I was like, what do I do? And I just said, what, screw it. I go, I've been doing this long enough now. The only reason why I never wanted to push this type of stuff on my personal page is you don't want like family members or people from high school jumping in that don't understand and they're trying to be funny or whatever. And it's like, this type of stuff is funny in our other life, but not here.
Yeah, that's exactly how I am with mine too. Say what's up to Stanley. What's going on, Stanley? Yeah, we are live too tonight, kind of making a mini comeback for lives over here.
Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years.
I almost used that song, but I'm like, nah, I need a
do that again
with more thought.
Okay, look
You
at
like that? Clip that. Use that later.
That's her.
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. That's what I've always said too. Like every now and then I'll share some pictures, or, if I go to like, Toyland or JoeFest or something, like I'll put one of those pictures on there. But for the most part, like the only people on my Facebook page that give a fuck about any of this are people that I have met doing this.
Yep.
And like family, like none of the friends, like I've got like 2 friends that I've known forever that would think any of this is cool or worthy of using your spare time. And I don't need that in my space. Get off my cloud. So that's what Instagram is for me.
I had an old army buddy I used to teach with in Wainwright when my kid was born, and he reached out having watched my channel, and he was infantry, right? I'm armored, and I suddenly realized, I was like, thank God he's the only one, because having a bunch of army guys watch and people talk about G.I. Joe, they couldn't help themselves. They'd be like, that's not how this works. That thing that I keep trying not to do, they'd be doing it nonstop, right? So I'm just kind of glad who doesn't take an interest sometimes.
Yeah, same. I've got 1 or 2 friends that, like Punk said, would just be coming on making stupid comments, trying to
go
fun, or like, oh, it's just stupid, or like, get the fuck out.
The inside joke that suddenly becomes outside for no good reason. Yeah.
Stanley wants to know what's the name of the guy behind Patriot Force, and I cannot think of it.
I don't know.
I can see
Lex
it, but
Luger.
I can't. No, I don't think it's Lex Luger.
No. He's such a patriot, though.
Jen Rummy is joining us. What's going on, Jen?
No. He was not the Patriot. Lex Luger was not the Patriot. The Patriot was his own character. Lex Luger had the Lex Express. And he was going around. They were trying to make him the next Hulk Hogan.
I vaguely remember that.
And that's when Yokozuna was on the USS Intrepid, and no one could come out and slam him. And then out of nowhere, here comes this helicopter. Thank you. You're the best.
I remember that.
Do you want to say hi to everyone?
Who is everyone?
Who is everyone? Well, there's Crow and Darren.
Hi.
That's good enough. Now just repeat that 17 or 18 times.
It's
and we'll use sound bites.
So, hi, Olivia.
They know who you are. I literally saw her head get bigger when I said they know who you are. I literally watched.
Runs in the family, eh?
There's nothing like telling a teenage girl that 2 strange 53-year-old men know who you are.
I'm glad Lawrence has the context for that.
Exactly. Yes, Olivia, we know you.
We know who you are. So Jen Rummy says, Crow, I'm a veteran and that struggle is real. So I don't think I've seen Jen Rummy before. So say what's up to Jen Rummy.
So then you know what an incredibly good job I do curb stomping that shit to the way I get it. Then there, Jin.
That's right.
Yeah.
Turk is here. Must have ended with grievance and Dookie. So what's going on? Turk,
Yeah, they were
how you
tied.
doing? Get your van finished up.
I think they were tidying up just as you and I were getting on there. You and me and Punk.
You're right, Ed. That was never proven that Hulk Hogan was also Mr. America, and I don't believe it.
Yeah,
people that believe that Hulk Hogan was Mr. America also believe they did not see Bret Hart tap out, and I've watched it happen.
Yeah, I vaguely remember the Mr. America plot line. Just barely. Stanley wanted to know how ASL class was going, if she was still in there.
Yeah, she's not done till.
Hey, really quick, Darren. I'm about to sell a bunch of Taurus figures right now. Give me the full camera.
Oh, you want full screen?
Look at this. Look at that pose.
That's pretty good.
Short
stock. Pretty good.
Yeah, gun kind of rocks for this guy, man. Like I said, these bucks are good. All right, thank you. I'm good.
He's not really the kind of guy I would imagine carrying a boarding party style SMG though.
Yeah, I mean, there's nowhere to put it as opposed to everything else, but you can take it or leave it. I like it because I can put it with anybody. It's just kind of a generic burp gun, right? Like it's a shotgun of some sort. It doesn't have a mag, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it does look good. That's a hell of a pose.
I'm willing to bet that you will get your wish, and we will have a lot more of those in this.
No doubt, yeah, because there's no coincidence it came with this one too, right? The stalker pulverizer.
Got to throw that one in. That one's
good. Yeah. Meet your cousin. Oh, okay. Hand over.
Cypher 6-3 is in the house. What's going on, Cypher? And I don't think Punk has seen Blues Brothers. No. We tried to get him on Punk's on film.
Nah. You can't say you understand Dan Aykroyd until you have watched that movie.
That is one of the best movies ever. Yeah. So good. All right.
I don't think I've ever thought like I need to understand Dan Aykroyd.
No, because you're not from this side of things. Like I grew up with like Dan Aykroyd's from my hometown, and we had a bar called Aykroyd's that had a police car on the second floor hanging out of it because he owned that bar, right? But Blues Brothers was a cult favorite out here, like big time. Yeah,
I love that movie. It is so good, and I mean it's all good. Like the comedy is hilarious. The deadpan comedy, the sight gags, like it's everything in it works. The music. The old blues, old school blues is just fucking great. So let's see, we got Bobby World is joining us here. Everyone's
Bobby, thank you for sending me those good ideas today about the Spider-Man Noir. I realized I didn't get back to you, but thank you.
I literally just ordered it while we were on stream.
I saw it.
The more I looked at it, the more I thought it looked really cool. So
I like it. It may be something I pick up down the road. And I'll tell you guys, I've kicked my own ass because they've done that Spider Noir figure before, right? Like 6 years ago, 5 years ago. It is a pricey figure, and it was a pricey figure before this new series was even anybody knew about it. It's been an expensive figure for several years now. I saw it at Walmart, I don't know, maybe 7 months ago. And I knew it was an expensive figure. And I'm like, this is a cool looking figure. I don't know shit about Spider Noir, but this would be a good figure to buy and flip.
I think the reason you saw it there, Darren, is they did I think they did a reissue of it well after the multiverse, like Into the Spider-Verse came out. There was a drive because we just had it restocked in our game shop, or like in EV Games 3 months ago. It just suddenly came back on the shelf, right? And it was harder to find. Yeah, in the plastic pack, plastic free box. Yeah, right. Like part of that old set. And they were saying this just came back out for no good reason. Now we can see why, right? Because they were going to do this anyways.
And just so everyone knows, that Spider Noir is an Amazon exclusive.
Yeah.
Those are the
This
types
one
of figures
that Bobby's showing us, the black and white one.
Yeah, the carded.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an Amazon exclusive, which usually means they will go up in price.
Yeah.
If
I'm
that's
just going to do this.
If that's what you're doing.
All right. I'm going to bring our next guest on. I just saw pop in backstage. Yes, that one looks fucking awesome.
Thank you, Bobby.
Go ahead and welcome our next guest in. Right as we're getting ready to start talking about Yojo June. Say what's up to my cousin.
What's up, guys? It's Pop Blender here, man.
Wait a minute.
You've never looked better. Oh my God,
dude,
you've got work done.
You wouldn't believe it, man. There's this new
so
surgery
young.
procedure they have. It's like, I don't know what they do, but they do something.
Can you blink twice if you're being held?
Man, what? Nah, what you talking?
So,
What the hell? Who are you?
Get out of my.
Hey, who are you?
Give me my hat, man.
Who are you?
What the hell? Get out of my chair. What the heck is going on here, man? Dude, these teenagers these days, man, the Gen Z, they'll do anything. You can't control them.
Do anything for social media. I wasn't lying, though.
swear.
It was my cousin.
yeah, it's fair enough.
He's just doing it for clout. I swear. Don't make a video of that. You hear me? Wait, what are you? That's my phone. Okay, that's your phone.
I swear all that's missing from that is Pop sitting down, pulling a cord, and having all this green Nickelodeon goo drop on him, right?
I couldn't help myself. Wow. Sit in the chair.
We actually pulled that same gag over here one time, I think.
I think you did, yeah.
What's going on, cuz? How you doing? On with Shane and Woody talking some Star Wars a few minutes ago, wasn't
Yeah, it was fun. Severus was over there, and Graybeard and Lady Virgo, and just hanging out and talking a little Mandalorian and Grogu for a few minutes and some other stuff. But it was funny because you guys, that show usually goes on at 6 Central, and for some reason, I don't know why, maybe for the other guests, it just happened to back up. And so when you text me, it kind of happened at like the same time. So
yeah.
All right, well.
Yeah, I didn't know he was having so many people on, so that's probably what it was.
I think so.
But he scheduled it late. But yeah, you told me that. I was like, he just moved it to 9. Like, okay, well, not like I'm here every week anyway. So, I watched a few minutes of it before I jumped over here, and looked like they had a good discussion going over there.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Just Severus was probably not real thrilled with my Mandalorian review, but it is what it is.
Todd saying Pop is Phil Collins hopping on a jet to catch multiple streams, just
Taking
like he
the
did for was it Live Aid?
Yeah, Live Aid, man. Taking the Concorde from one click to another click.
Yeah, that's funny. So, all right. Well, you're just in time because we're getting ready to start talking about some Joe stuff. Crow was showing off his Despoiler and Taurus and Red Dog a minute ago. So
hell yeah.
So
can't wait to look at that.
Yeah, he did a live tactical perspective today. It was pretty good. So I was able to watch most of it, or at least listen to most of it. So, all right, so here we are. It's May 29th. That means we are getting ready to go into Yojo June, and I like this. I like the stream schedule. I like the fact that they're telling us right now. They've already got them set up. They got them planned. They've got Dan Larson that is coming in to help do these streams, and Hasbro's kind of sketchy as we've seen, like they've postponed streams or they've canceled streams. They're not jerking Dan Larson around. I think by doing this, I think maybe getting out in front of it and saying, this is the days, this is the time. We got Dan Larson. Maybe they got a little shaky, that they a little worried that Tony and Lenny left. That
no, this tells me that there'll be no police officers in any of these shown off.
Man,
they've already done that once.
I love you, dude. You know that, right? That was fantastic.
I mean, Bobby, seriously, like that's the whole reason why they yanked the one. Was because of police officers.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Bobby got a question.
And then the secret drop when they just showed up.
we knew that was going to happen, though. We called it. Like, it's just going to show up one day. We might get an hour's notice, and that's about what happened. Bobby with a question for Punk about last email from last night. And what's up to Travis, Mr. Wonderful? What's up?
Hey.
What do you guys think? I think I'm glad that they're doing this, but I think maybe they're getting a little worried about the fans knowing that Tony and Lenny left. So this is like, hey, we're committed to this. We got these streams nailed down. We got Dan Larson to help with them. Don't worry, guys. Even though we know that there is product those guys have designed that's still coming for a while. What do you think? Let's go just top to bottom. Pop, what do you think about that?
I think it shows that they want to kind of bring out somebody that the community knows, and I think this is a way for them to bring a guy who is really good on camera. He has great presentation. Everybody knows that. He knows his history. He knows his stuff, right? And so I think this is a way to just say, hey, let's bring in, and I say bring in the big guns, but you know what I'm saying. And I think this is a way to show some confidence and just ease everybody's minds for what it's worth. Look, companies change people all the time, but I think we'd all agree that, these guys are definitely, at least what they've done for this line, have been really good at it, very passionate at it. So I get what you're saying about trying to kind of say, hey, we need to do something to at least keep the excitement, to keep that level of energy up. And Dan is really good on camera. I mean, he could be a game show host, right? I mean, he could do all kinds of stuff like that. He's very comfortable in that way.
He has good comedic timing.
Yes, I agree. Very. And now live, I don't know what that looks like, if this is in fact live and not.
No, these are pre-recorded.
And that's what I
I've seen him on lives too, and he's really good live too.
And I have not watched much of his live stuff. So just to wrap it up, I agree. I think this is a way to show the toy community that it's they want to bring out somebody that people are familiar with, that's very good at doing this.
So you need to go to Geek Dad Life,
okay,
and find the debate between the Rancor and the Haslab. Okay. Because as it was coming down, Geek Dad Life had a guy to dispute why you should back the Rancor, and why you should and then they had Dan Larson to come in to dispute why you should back the Sky Striker Haslab. And when he comes on stream, he is in full flight gear.
Oh wow.
And it is hilarious.
Yeah.
But
he's
he has very good presence.
He does.
Like you said.
He's very good at what he does.
Crow, what do you think?
So
agree with that?
I've been contemplating what Pop's been saying and Punk, and so these are pre-recorded streams, we said, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's a great idea. Last year, I remember the buzz around Joe June, because I stayed home from JoeFest like a loser. I remember after every drop, people were like, "Is there going to be another one? Is there going to be another one?
Yeah,
there's got to be another one." And then it was over. Yeah, and then it was over. Nobody understood. Here we have a schedule. Thank you. Now we know what to expect. Come that fourth stream, I'm not expecting a fifth.
Technically, they had a schedule last year too.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember it, so maybe I'm talking about my ass. But here's the thing I like, and maybe I'm the outlier. I think it's time for Hasbro to do changes like this and step away from live streaming their reveals. I don't think a live stream reveal serves the purpose that they wanted it to. I think it's just a forum for the nastiness to come out now. It kind of loses the point. When they do the reveals. Either way, I'm for this. That's all I'm saying about it. Yeah.
Well, the chat is live. I think
the chat is
what he's getting at. So
these are live assholes.
Yeah, for real.
They
I turn
affect
it
things,
off now.
right? Yeah,
I turn that chat off when I watch one now. Cypher's got a question for you, Crow. Saw the Magic review. It was good. Can you put her head
I think
on
so.
Joe? Okay.
I think
Sometimes
so. I
those
contemplated
don't.
trying putting it on the Crimson Guard female, but the thing is, the hair keeps it from doing any articulation. So
You'll need sticky tack.
Probably, yeah, I would think.
Because they have a bigger neck peg than the female Joes, just like the male.
No, but the Marvel Magic actually has a thin neck peg. It's thinner than standard. Yeah, it's thinner. Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll do it when I get mine because Crow.
Well, maybe I'll do it right fucking now. How's that?
He's gonna do it tonight. Here's an update.
Fight.
Or you could get some of the adapters from Retro 3D to Top Fun Retro.
Good job,
3D. John at Top Fun. He makes adapters. So, Bobby saying last year's Yojo June, they teased their stuff in advance, and when they did their live streams, they didn't have any hidden items to surprise anyone with. And I think that sucks too when they don't do that.
I think Monday you're going to be surprised.
Yeah, probably. Right?
Well, so our first one is the 3rd, which is next Wednesday. You said you guys will be doing a special missions. Crow and I will probably be on talking about it for probably a couple hours. I'm probably, when I get back into the swing of things with Crow and with Pop, I'm gonna have to try to hold them to 2.5 hours tops. But we're gonna try and get back to doing, maybe not have as much fluff and get more into the topic. We'll see, but anyway, so we'll probably be here as well. You guys will probably be done by the time that we go on. So guys,
I don't know what time we're going on. I'll be 100% honest. I don't know what time we're going on. This was just something that I hadn't even seen it yet, and Baldy had messaged, special missions, and why not?
Yeah, sure. I figured you guys would be doing one.
I know it upset some people, some more than others.
Yeah, well, the first time it upset me, and then I kind of realized what you guys were doing, and I'm like, falls on Wednesday. It falls on Wednesday. What are you gonna do? It's
like one of those
when you can get together and talk about it. It's when you can talk about it.
It's one of those things too, like, it's just luck of the draw, right? There's, when Lenny decided to leave and put the message out, it was the day after we did a stream, right? Or it was the day after me and Matthew did a stream. It was one or the other. But bottom line was like, sometimes it's just luck of the draw. News comes out the day of, the day before, or the day after you do a stream. And it's just kind of a bummer, right? And so, it happens. But if you're, lucky enough that, and, it's audience size too helps. You got a good thing going, right? You got a good size audience. People want to tune in, hear what you guys have to say. I mean, that makes all the sense in the world, right? You kind of have to do it when you can do it. And unfortunately, and we've seen this happen. Punk, you mentioned this a lot too, but we've seen it happen where, in the last 2+ years, all of a sudden, a lot of people started doing channels. A lot of people started doing lives. A lot of people started streaming. And whether that's like a credit to you getting people interested in doing that, whether that's a credit to anybody else or whatever, it's like there's only so many days in a week. There's only so many time frames in a week. Yeah. And so it's just going to happen where people end up kind of stepping on each other's toes. And there's just not. And the thing is, a lot of us, I don't have large audiences, but some of you guys do, and bigger channels for sure. We have a lot of cross people, right? We share an audience. We talk the movie stuff, but we have a lot of toy people that are also interested in movie stuff that show up to me and Matthew's streams. So that's just kind of how it goes,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're never gonna get around it, and that's fine.
No.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
Say what up to Evil Dookie popping in and joining
Hey.
us.
What's going on, brother?
Duke. And I agree with Todd here. It's not fun when the leaks happen before the fan stream, but it is what it is. I hate the fucking leaks. I hate
do
them.
too. I hate leaks.
there's gonna be they're gonna show off more stuff no matter how you look at it. So they show you some leaks, and then they're gonna show you some new stuff there.
Okay.
Just how it is.
Well,
Can I
hold
ask
on,
a
Todd.
question? I got to ask a question. Today I saw. Oh, go ahead, Paul.
Pop will show.
Oh no! I was just showing. I was evil.
I wasn't looking up. Oh,
I was
cool.
just.
He finally got it, Dookie.
Nice.
He finally got it.
Putting a
to him.
sticker up, man. Hell yeah.
All right, Crow.
Today I saw a post from everybody's favorite island up here in the north, talking about how they might have spoiled the surprise for BBTS about the Cobra Commander set coming out. Does anybody feel like that is a surprise to be spoiled at this point?
Wait. That idiot said what?
He put a post up on his channel saying how he might have alluded something about the Cobra Commander, and therefore, when he dropped that information, he didn't realize he might be spoiling the big surprise BBTS had with the pictures with Cobra Commander and whatnot. And all I was thinking is, nobody is surprised by anything that has to do with this Cobra Commander discussion for months now.
Wait, he said he may have spoiled the surprise.
Yeah, he was kind of making a joke about having dropped information before BBTS got their pictures out, I think. Maybe somebody else in the chat can explain that, because I'm sure others have seen it. It's out there.
It's.
I had no idea.
It's
hey,
not
guys, Vader is Luke's father. Ha!
It's not just out there. It's right here.
Yeah. So, yes, that's the BBTS photos, but Viper Islands thing made it sound like them mentioning anything about Cobra Commander prior to that might have blown this photo off.
No, I also, like, when Baldy posted this, I think this is one of the pictures that Baldy showed. I think this was I don't know if it was his original, but this was one of his pictures on his page about it. But when he posted it, I commented on that, and I pretty much said the same thing. I'm like, did BBTS just screw up and leak this early?
No.
Because could be not.
No,
maybe Hasbro told them to. Could.
No, first off, BBTS is not doing anything that Hasbro doesn't give them the authority to do, especially when they created.
Exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that.
Hasbro Pulse, they shared this. They shared this exact same commercial. It's on their Instagram.
That's
also
where I saw it was theirs.
Yeah.
So did they do it first or did BBTS?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
They probably went up at the exact same time or right around the same time. So there's no way that BBTS didn't reach out to them, or they weren't told by by Hasbro, hey, this is when you can announce that. But they've known about this for months. They've known about this since before last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess my point about Viper Island's comment on it just seemed like kind of a silly flex. So maybe I was reading it wrong, but it just seemed like a dumb flex, right? So
when he gets these novice G.I. Joe fans that don't pay attention, and that's fine. They don't pay attention to shit, so they think that, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. In actuality, he knows absolutely nothing, because I have watched him numerous times, and I mean, in recent months, I have seen his stuff. And again, I'll never understand why War Chest felt the need to do what he did, but he actually accomplished what he wanted to do, was make him look like a fool.
That was his whole point.
And everything that War Chest said has either come to fruition or it is in the pipeline.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't understand a lot of the hoopla over it.
Yeah.
People were so upset about it, but it's like that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to make that guy look like an idiot, and he did.
Yeah.
But there was just no
Mission
reason
accomplished.
to. That all.
Yeah, I
he
mean,
did
it was.
no reason to. And I've talked to War Chest about it before. Like he should, end of that story.
He just wanted to stir the pot.
Yes, that's exactly
That's what
He just wanted
that's
to-
what he does. I mean, that's
But
what he does.
But I do want to say, because you asked about having Dan Larson on here. So honestly, I think the reason why they brought Dan Larson on here is because God bless B-Mac or whoever, Allah bless B-Mac, I don't care who. He's not exciting. He's very boring.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a presence. Lenny had a presence.
Yeah.
They needed somebody to come in here and have a presence on a live stream. And Pop, I think you said it. You said it very well. This guy is very good. His comedic timing is good. I know there are people that don't like him, but there are people that don't like. Not everyone likes everyone, and that's understandable. But this
I can
guy,
separate the art from the artist.
yeah. His channel may be called Secret Galaxy, but it used to be called Toy Galaxy.
Yep.
And he was one of the biggest toy tubers, and he is a huge G.I. Joe fan.
Yeah.
He is not going to call him Serpentor. All right, we'll just get that out of the way.
Yeah, he is. If they're gonna bring a personality on like this, I mean, aside from a punk with toys, like Dan Larson is the perfect choice.
But the thing is like Dan. So
kind of a
here's
big
the
deal.
thing. You're talking about separating like the artist from the art and all that kind of stuff. And I think a lot of us are able to do that. I met Dan at JoeFest 2 years ago outside when he was standing at a table selling T-shirts. Honestly, I didn't know anything about him other than his channel and watching him that way. When I learned more information about him, whatever. It still didn't change the fact that I watched his content. I watch his stuff. It's because it's very well done. And it's also, and this is the funny part, it's not overproduced, right? Like it's
right.
him in front of the camera. Yes, they have cut scenes. They have the stuff that comes in there, right? And then they have the little blooper part sometimes they fit in where he says something funny or stupid. And I love that about what they do because, sometimes it is really goofy to hear yourself saying some things about a cartoon and the names of the characters and whatever. But ultimately, I think he's perfect for something like this. And it's kind of a shame in a way that this hasn't been thought of before.
Well, they didn't need to before. It has been thought of before.
Well, but it doesn't mean it didn't need to. But I think if you're a company and you're talking about hype, I think it's
he has done this before.
SDCC they had him.
He
I
actually
remember
done
that
it more than a few times.
I guess it's just one of those things where I think to me, if I were a company, so just to bring it into real terms from what I do, our company is a barbecue restaurant. We have a guy that's been working since day one, and he is this bigger black guy from Texas. He's a wonderful personality, very outgoing, wears a hat, kind of like I do. He always wears sunglasses that are prescription sunglasses. Everybody knows this guy. And if our company was smart, and why they've never done this, I don't know. If our company was very smart, the owner, instead of making himself the front-facing person, you make this guy the front-facing person of the company. Yeah. And so instead of an ego thing, it's like, this is what's best for us moving forward. And I just feel like, man, you get somebody like this, and you put that personality out there to announce and to do stuff and whatever, pay him whatever, right? A little bit of this and that. That's only a win-win in my opinion.
You didn't need to because Lenny had seriously grasped everyone.
Still not as good. In my opinion, not as good. It's fun. He's a good guy. He's a big personality, I guess, but he's not like this. And to me, you have people like this.
But you didn't need this because you're there to deliver your information on the figures.
Man, and you're not seeing, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
No, I am. But this is not the face of Hasbro. This is the face of G.I. Joe. And just like when you look at Marvel Legends, you want to see Dwight and Ryan out there. Or is it?
Why?
Because those are the people that have designed it. Those
Yeah.
are the people that you have a connection to that are
That's
working.
the word.
Yeah.
I think you can have them on. I think you need somebody to throw to them. Does that make sense? Like
I
you need
get it.
somebody
That
to-
would
it's
help.
like Sports Center. It's
No,
like a
and that's
sports
what
show.
they and
Somebody
that's
to
what they did.
throw to them.
But that's
You're
what they
talking
did
about a
when they were doing-
facilitator.
That's what they were
Yes.
doing for PulseCon. They don't need that when they just do a live stream for that property because you're just coming in, you're doing a stream of 35 minutes, and you're done. When they were doing the 5 or 6 hour one, you're absolutely correct.
I understand what
So-
you're saying. I guess to me, I would be like, hey, if we've got a personality that people connect to in this
There-
community, and
Had that
then
with Lenny. That's what I'm saying. They
use
had that with Lenny.
Yeah.
Can I-
Yeah.
can I
Lenny
jump in the
didn't
middle
do
of that?
videos. Yeah, absolutely.
Crow, what's up?
So right in between all that, they had that with Lenny Punk. That was the last thing you said. I agree. The point about what you're saying, Pop, about somebody to throw to them, like I said, that's a facilitator, somebody who's going to lead a discussion in a meaningful way. Yes, they can benefit from that. The danger is a facilitator can steal the spotlight and then they come off like a snake oil salesman trying to sell the product with the guys that are the SMEs, the subject matter experts, taking a back seat to the discussion. It can go either way. Like with that, that's all I wanted to say about that.
I totally get that.
And
I guess to me, I don't think like Lenny doesn't make videos. He doesn't make content.
No,
He doesn't make. So I think no matter what you're doing, to me, it's kind of one of those things where you can bring somebody in and routinely have them. Now, yeah, I guess that person could be at that point a shill, so to speak. So you run the
Well,
risk of that.
But that's not what these streams are for. These streams are to show the new product off. So when you're doing when they were doing PulseCon and they don't do that anymore, yes, it makes total sense to have that facilitator in there, right? That guy that comes out in between, the comedians, and they have kind of their own set. And you're absolutely correct. But for a 35 to 45 minute, segment to show off the product, you don't want somebody in there getting in the way.
Yeah.
And
I
honestly,
get that.
with
Todd C says it. Todd C said it great there. Lenny was solid when Lenny was solid when he was up there with Emily and Tony. The three of them together made the streams fun to watch. They had a great chemistry.
and that is
so
There are
Lenny.
people that hated Emily, but they hated Emily for reasons that had nothing to do with.
yes, she was actually all right at what she did. As like I
Yeah, she
said,
was
the-
great at what she actually did.
she
So-
kept them on track.
Lenny, he created the toys. He's a huge fan, and he had charisma, so he hit all of the marks. Lenny's not there anymore, so they have to bring somebody on that has the charisma to sell it, and then bring on somebody else
And
that's involved in making it.
And if BMAC had charisma, they would probably trot out the new designer or designers and introduce them with Emily. But BMAC has no personality. Not saying he's not a good guy. He has no personality on screen when we see him, right? He's just kind of there.
They gave him more than one shot. They tried him a couple of times, right?
Yeah. He's probably wonderful at his job, right? But he's just not very good on stream. And that's okay. That's his job. And what you were saying about having a personality like this, with my conversations with Lenny would have been happy with it because believe it or not, he hates doing these things. Like he has a fear of talking in front of people. He's just really good at it.
Yeah, he just happens to be good at it.
And
So.
he really didn't like it.
Master your fear, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Also your bait. I want to say what's up to Frank Doom on you. What's going on, Frank? Hit a couple of these comments real quick. So Jen Rummy saying enjoyed having Lenny there. There's value with having the creator there, and having all the charisma doesn't hurt.
And Todd C says, BMAC was Transformers. We accept him. Maybe he's not Joe Red. Listen, his dad worked at Hasbro on G.I. Joe, and he used to actually play with the new toys that his dad would bring in. So he is a big G.I. Joe guy. But when he was on Transformers, there were other people, other characters. So when he showed up and Lenny was the main guy out there, he was there. And
Yeah.
they tried to get him. He just doesn't have that in him.
Yeah.
And so
I
this
agree.
is why you bring on Dan Larson. This is why you
Yeah.
bring on, and again, people can say whatever they want. Robo would not be a good fit because he's not a Joe guy.
Yeah.
Pixel Dan, not a good guy, right? Because all he's going to talk about is Ninja Forces R10, right? That's all he's going to talk about because it's like the only G.I. Joe that he knows. Nothing against you, but again, he's not a Joe guy. This guy
you need Sorry, I just saying you need the Joe guy because the flexibility in the middle of doing your streams to pick out a deep cut on the figure and point it out. That's been escaping some of the people. Like, just why is there a worm on Crystal Ball's gun? Like, they don't talk about it because they don't get that far into it, right? So just to accentuate what you're saying.
Yeah, like again.
What's up, Stu for lunch is here. What's up, Stu? Saying I want the product to be the star, not a toy tuber.
I want it the other way.
and again, that's what PulseCon was for, in between those segments, right? That's exactly because you needed that filler, and they're not doing PulseCon anymore, and that's disappointing because it was something kind of cool that they did, that they did create, started their own exclusive for for all those, but it's like. He's fine being on this because he knows it. Just like Pixel Dan is fine when they have him do Motu stuff. Like, you could put me in there on and again, I'm not auditioning for this, but you can put me on the G.I. Joe, and you guys know, hey, I know the G.I. Joe, and sometimes I forget some characters because shit happens. But you don't want me on Transformers because I'm gonna be like, dude, I loved Optimus Prime. He was awesome.
Yeah.
G1, I had him.
Yeah,
I just know
little fist in his chest. It was really cool. Like,
If
I don't
Punk
know.
if you got involved as a G.I. Joe designer, I know we'd see, what is it, Dr. Mindslaughter? We would come out as a figure and we would get a resculpt of Leatherneck that was just a little tweaked.
You see this?
Yeah.
This was the custom. I ordered that Marvel Legends guy with the purple. I have no idea what his name is. And that's going to be my actual custom, turning him in. Because, see, Dr. Mindslatter, as a kid, had Sergeant Slaughter's arms. He looked huge. Every classified is jacked. But that guy, who's the guy in the Marvel Legends?
Which one?
The one that has he just came out. Purple pants.
Oh,
part of the retro figure wave? Absorbing Man.
Absorbing Man? Yeah.
Look at him. I just got to figure out how to get his head on him. He's got the big beefy body.
Because that Absorbing Man figure sucks as an Absorbing Man, but it looks like a flying buck. But it's not absorbing anything. It's all skin.
No, but he has purple pants, and that's what my Dr. Mindslatter had. And then with this, I tried like messing around, and I just couldn't figure out what to do properly. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's the big buck for like kind of like Sergeant Slaughter, but we're gonna pop on Dr. Mindslaughter's head or Dr. Mindbender's head, and he'll be Dr. Mindslaughter.
I saw that figure today too.
I have him downstairs. I don't even want to open
for Super Trooper. Yeah.
That'd be a good man, you get into Marvel Legends for more than a year, you'll have plenty of Cerebros by the time it's done. They're fucking everywhere.
Dime a dozen.
Yeah.
So. Well, I bought all those ones when they were like either $12 to $7 for that buck, because it's such a good buck for just basic.
Oh, the Savage Land Xavier. Yeah, it is. It was really good.
Military buck.
Yeah. But you got a Cerebro with it.
Yep.
I have a whole shitload. And I think it looks pretty good on Dr. Mindslaughter.
Yeah.
All right,
that's where I threw mine, was Mindbender.
Let's look at some of what we saw today. So we're gonna start with her. I've had this GIF saved for like 2.5 years, and I finally have a use for it.
Oh, cool. We're getting a blue Crimson Guard. That makes sense when you say it out loud.
So here we go. We got to see all of these. I love this shot right here. I don't think we would have figured out but one of these just from this silhouette if we saw this first. What's up, Allison? is here. How's it going, Allison?
No way.
Some
No
of us,
way I would have gotten shipwrecked even with the bird because of the skull cap.
yeah,
I'd
some
have
of us
guessed
knew
Voltar.
about. Some of us
Mhm.
knew about that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of us being you.
Yeah,
Well,
on this stream.
more than just me, Jeremy Kimberly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kimberlin knows all.
I heard about this.
I would have guessed Voltar on the right, Shipwreck and Polly. I would have never thought that like that was wings extended. I would have thought that was a landing pole or whatever, perch.
Sure. It could have
and
been
then
easy
Deming.
it could have been easy to get the Deming one as maybe that was the Mr. Sarmata, right? Like maybe they're about to show us
Yeah.
Mr. Sarmata already.
Yeah, which I would imagine we're going to see on Wednesday since you can already order at Walmart.
The Walmart site, yeah.
Yeah, no pictures, but you can order. Yeah, so Kimberlin says, I don't know, she.
Yeah.
So,
bullshit.
yeah, like if you knew the 2-pack and they wouldn't have shown
Right,
off all the figures right away, you would
Yeah.
have been able to figure out, Cadet.
No.
Not Denny, and then
Denny.
you'd be able to put everything together and be like, okay, that's who that is.
I would,
You know
I would have, like Stanley said, the Crimson Sword, but I would not
Yeah.
have. I would not have gotten to Cadet Deming because I would not have thought they would do Cadet Deming.
And the Lady Armada or whatever would have had that too if it Iron Grenadier, and we would have been like, yeah, that works. Here's what I just realized: the silhouette. I was like, what would I have mistaken the Fatal Fluffy for? Right, and just for some reason, I was thinking January 6th Rugged Duke, right?
The silhouette reminds me of something that would have come out in Clash of the Titans.
I was thinking the devil from Legend with Tom Cruise.
Sure. Yeah.
Demon. But yeah, I mean, there's no like you knew that was going to be a Fatal Fluffy when you saw that. So
yeah,
I like this picture though, and I think it would be cool to recreate this picture. This would be an easy one to recreate it. So if once you get to these,
I think this is something they should do again.
There's
Like,
probably
it's
a
good.
couple of
Jeremy.
there's probably a couple of YouTubers that are already reusing this as their own.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
this guy right here that he's talking about.
I like this better than showing me a single piece of a figure. Like, figure out what this crown is, right? Like, this to me was kind of really cool. Like, I would have liked this sitting out there in limbo for about a week before we
all
got the
told you what the
answers.
crown was.
I'm just using it as an example.
I know, but people kept arguing. We're like, this is like the worst kept secret.
Yeah,
It's not us. It's them as a delivery method. I like this delivery method of a leak, if you would.
They didn't even
right?
well, this wasn't even a leak because they showed it and
yeah, they just
scroll down and there was all the figures, you know.
I
if
know,
you
and that's
knew,
the
like-
disappointment.
Yeah,
Like
you're
I
right.
said-
Like if this would have come out, let's say yesterday, right? It
Exactly.
comes out Thursday, and
Yeah.
you're all excited, and then all of a sudden it pops up on this website on Friday. You're like, "Oh, this was cool. I was trying to figure this out. I had no idea the Fatal Fluffy was going to look like that."
Right. And they
Yeah.
did it with Sundown. Sundown, we sat for a while before we knew what the silhouette was, right? That was kind of enjoyable for speculation and just debate.
That's what I like. I like the
I
clues.
mean, Mountain Heart.
Yeah, they need to get back to the doing the clues. I like that, and I thought they've been doing it like the swamp skier ski, the silhouette for Sundown, the harness for Dino Nachos, and well the crown. So
Yeah.
then I would have liked to seen them do that here, but
They don't have a designer to do it now.
it's true. And Allison's saying the horns and furry back and arms remind me it's my ex's mom's birthday this weekend. Is that Carl's mom? There's a Shane popping in with us.
Hey.
Join. What's up, Shane? And there's Woody Triple Deuce, the figure addict. What's up, Woody?
Yeah, we had overlap, guys. We unavoidable.
No, absolutely not. This is they're going heavier with this right now. So I think this is why we're seeing it, but I wouldn't say going forward
They're
this is what it's going to be.
There is something cool about this, and I pointed out to Darren, and it's probably everybody's talking about it, but I'll wait till we get to that slide, Darren. But
I think I know
you
you're
know
talking
what
about it. I just
Yeah.
read it somewhere and I went, oh, I didn't even notice that.
I saw
Yeah.
it. I saw it as soon as I
It's,
saw the thing.
I think
saw
Frank's already nailed it.
it's the mass device holder, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna blow that up and look at it. So here's the front of our box here. Nice packaging. I like. I mean, other than the shitty carbon fiber, we do get this little graphic down here. Is that new? That's not on all of them, is it? This little
What's that?
down here.
No,
on the
that's not the
bottom
new.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
for
it's not new.
this thingamabob here, I guess. So I love the whole shipwreck versus.
Is that
cadet
actually on
jamming.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's on the other side too.
Yeah, it's on all the boxes.
But I like that they put in here somebody that wasn't big into the cartoon or never went back and watched the cartoon or whatever. Like there's no place like Springfield. Like they give us the actual episode that it's from. I like that touch.
Just needs a Cerebro.
Yeah. Everybody has extras though.
Yeah.
610 Yo Joe Daddy's in the house. What's up? Saying smash that like button and subscribe to everybody on the screen if you're not already. Let's see.
Only 9 more.
Yep.
9 more for Punk.
If somehow you're in here and you're not subscribed to Punk, head over there and do that tonight, please.
Just whatever it is, let it go for a day and subscribe to Punk, and then unsubscribe after he hits that if you still hold a grudge. But we don't know what it is.
Well, Baldy and I did girl math, and we figured out that let's say if I have 50 people unsubscribe and then resubscribe, that's 100 new subscribers I'll have.
Oh, that's a good trick.
Yep,
that's a good trick.
That's girl math. That's why pants fit people that don't fit.
Yeah, that's right. That's why they keep changing the sizes on them, making all the sizes different numbers. Oh, so Shane's saying that shipwreck's going to be everybody's go-to custom buck. So
I already called it. That was my idea. As soon as I said it, I said, I want to customize that. And by rights of YouTube, that means I am the source idea of all future shipwreck customs.
That's right. Anytime you do a custom with that shipwreck buck, you must attribute it to Crow.
I think this is where you're going to be wrong. This is an STCC exclusive.
Could be.
However, EB Games will have access to this.
Yeah, but I still don't think you're going to have a shit ton of them.
Well,
Crow will have
I think they'll just be able to pre-order them through them and go through the same headaches. But the thing is, while everybody else gets orders canceled from other places, I have never seen EB Games cancel pre-order that they've allowed me to order. It just might take longer sometimes.
Are these, Is EB Games still owned by GameStop?
GameStop is owned by EB Games.
Okay, so there's still a chance they may just go out of business one day.
It's just whoever the shareholders were, like the names, yeah. But,
Todd,
but they're a Pulse exclusive partner.
So I've already heard people complain. Oh, sorry, that the chair doesn't come with it.
Yeah, it should.
I mean, if it's
there's the door.
I get why people are saying something because it's a major part of the back of the box.
I agree with you. I mean, I do
presented
agree
as
with
part
you.
of the set.
It seems weird they would do that.
It's odd, man. Like to feature.
Wait, do we
it
know
that
for a fact?
prominently.
Has anybody said that it's not maybe part of the box and we just can't see it from the packaging, or so?
All
and
the pictures they
not there?
released, everything they've released from it shows nothing.
No, they show everything that
Okay.
comes with it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it doesn't show a
pictures.
chair, right? Just no chair in the photos either, right?
Yeah.
Because they do put it right in the center, and that's a graphic design error. You're drawing my eye to that right away, and that's not included. That's Bush League Photography 101.
It could be Steiner Math too. You are correct.
Yeah,
Steiner Math is
Steiner
actually
Math.
more convoluted.
I love all the stuff they're doing here. I put it in the chat, but I'm like, give me more. Give me more of this.
Yeah.
Give me more of these episodes. Give me more of these memorable scenes. Give me more. As you know, as we get into this back end phase of these figures, that most of us who are collecting these are more inclined to be on the earlier part of the G.I. Joe line from the first 6-7 years, 6-7, is that, you know, as we get into the back end of it, is that, you know, to me, yes, are they going to make some figures look cool? Yes, they probably will. Are they going to make all of those figures look cool? In my opinion, not so much. So let's diversify. Let's start doing some of this shit right here and giving us some of those memorable moments like they did back years ago, where you got those 2-packs, those comic packs, those episode packs, right, that came out that had different things. That, to me, is the future of this line. If you want to continue and get, like, as G.I. Jetman says, we need Mara, shit like that, yes. Like, I'm into that, and I think most people will be, instead of getting into our fluorescent, our crazy colors, our characters that we don't have connections to, unless you were a kid that grew up and was collecting in 1993. Most of us weren't that way. So I'm all about this shit right here. Give me more, period.
And there's always this option too. Don't buy it if you don't like it.
Yeah.
There's
I know it's
always
a crazy
that.
concept.
Yeah, but
So
guess
always
what,
that.
Punk? Guess what happens though? A lot of those figures, don't buy it if you don't like it. Guess what'll happen to a lot of those ones that will, are there completionists? Are there people that are like, hell yeah, I'll buy any slop they give me? Yes, of course there are. But the reality is that they'll produce those figures and they won't sell. And then where does that put them? Where you'd have more people buying shit like this than you will 1993 figures. Does that make sense?
No, but what I'm saying is, if you don't like this or you don't like,
oh yeah,
I'm just saying you don't buy it. Like, you don't have to buy.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like, the people that lose their mind because they didn't like the Sunbow cartoon. I'm not a huge Sunbow guy. Again, it was part of my childhood, right? So this is cool to have, right? But if they never did this, I'm not missing anything. But I think it's cool.
Right.
Makes sense.
Darren,
totally makes sense.
Can I jump on a point here for this? Just really quick.
Yeah, I was actually.
I
just highlighted this. I was actually gonna talk about this in.
Okay, I'll after you go ahead. Go ahead with this chat, please. Yeah.
I was gonna get to it in a minute. Go ahead.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is I put this in the same category as that Spider-Man 3-pack, the Lizard, the Electro, and this, right? Hasbro develops the characters and we rip them apart if we like them or we don't, and we demand everything out there. But there's some people that really want that lore tied into the figure line. They want the history. You cannot blame Hasbro for respecting the history of the G.I. Joe cartoon any more than I could blame them for doing it for Spider-Man. Like Punk said, you don't have to buy it, but if it's making you mad, just understand that set wasn't for you at all. It was for the person that wanted that stuff.
Yeah,
that's all I wanted to say.
Like these guys, because I finally found them on clearance at Target. Pop.
Oh, you got them?
Looking at the screen. So
it's scuba divers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, I said it before. Like, you don't want me in charge of G.I. Joe because I'm gonna make what I want. You have to look at, hey, G.I. Joe is a huge, vast brand. You know, that's why when people get mad about the legacy characters, guess what? It is part of G.I. Joe. You guys may not know this.
American Hero, yep.
Yeah, if you didn't, you may not know this, but before 1982, G.I. Joe existed.
Oh, fuck yes.
There
like
was G.I. Joe before a real American Hero.
Yeah. It was
crazy.
Yeah, and they didn't bring anywhere near the amount of money that the figures did from 1982 to 1994.
It's not the point. The point is that
it is a point.
What's the point?
The point is that, like, yeah, it existed before, but it was nowhere near. Like, you can recognize it existed before, but let's not lose.
That was designing challenges.
Wait a minute. Are you really saying that the original 12-inch figures
were not as popular as the 1982 through 1994 line?
You're absolutely
yes,
correct.
I am saying that.
Yeah,
yes, they did not bring in
popular.
as much money, nor are they as popular, nor as they looked fondly upon as this line we're talking about right now. No, I'm saying all of that. Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't as popular because
Doesn't mean
of
we
the
can't
size.
recognize it didn't exist. I just think when most people talk about it, they discuss. We're not 74 punk. We're 50.
No, but the point in there, Pop, lies that it's not a competition between those two generations of Joe because it's just
Exactly.
one continuing history.
Yeah, it's
You're
called
going to-
economics.
No,
It's
I
called
gotta finish.
economics.
I've got to finish. You're going to see that shit again real soon from that era because that's IP that Hasbro owns. And this is the thing about the legacy figures. Why are we so against like maybe legacy figure? You design a new one, it's not a hit on this generation of Joe. But when they come to do Joe in 3 3/4 again, they own that IP. They can keep printing that figure. Maybe they have more success with it down the line. Growing the line is nothing but good.
We also got to
that's
take into
growing the
account.
line.
You also got to take into account the whole reason that it went from 6 and 8 inch figure, or from 12 and 8 inch figures to 3 3/4, because the interest was dwindling. We just come out of a very unpopular war and
Star Wars.
So they shrunk it down and rebranded it and improved on the 3 3/4 and just rebranded it, and it took off.
But I don't think
the 80s was a much more economical.
Don't forget, they had a cartoon and a comic pushing it along too, right? Multi-sensory attack.
I think most of us would be, we would say that if they continued a 12-inch line of figures into the 80s, would been nowhere near.
But no one's asking for
successful.
that. What
No
I'm saying
one
is
said that.
G.I. Joe existed before 1982. So these legacy characters, these police officers, firefighters, that people say, I don't remember G.I. Joe ever having that. Well, you're absolutely wrong.
Yeah,
Adventure Team. It existed before this.
Action Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it all existed before. So there's no reason why they cannot add that to the classified line, yet people want to throw a fit. And remember, it wasn't too long ago that people said they're almost done. They're almost done with classified because there's not that many more G.I. Joes to do. And I went, what world are you living in? Because you're only looking at the Real American Hero.
There are a lot of those people out there that are saying that a lot.
Yeah. It's the line is dead crowd, right?
Yeah, yes.
Line is always dead.
Not even the line is dead. Is that they're running out of characters and
and
done.
And they'll fail because Lenny's gone.
Yeah.
Well, it was before Lenny leaving. But remember, after Real American Hero, there was G.I. Joe still. There was the cartoon and the comic that they never touched upon.
That's what I was about to say. They've not even touched anything in the Marvel comic. Yeah. Everything they've done has been Devil's Due. They have not done all these characters that we always talk about. We want to see Quinn. I wish I had $5 for every time somebody's like, "Where's Quinn?" Yeah, all of them. I want an actual real Fred 7. Like, they have not touched the Marvel
because those
comic,
properties belong to Marvel. Yeah, those are Marvel properties.
They don't. I asked that question.
No, they don't. They do not.
Actually, through Jeremy here.
I asked Lenny.
Yeah.
I thought Marvel owned the comic properties, but
that's what I thought.
No. Remember, Hasbro owns G.I. Joe. So
yeah, I guess
Marvel was working for Hasbro, not the other way around.
Yeah, so, you're right.
And this was something, and I remember Matthew's like, no, they don't. I'm like, and I asked Lenny, and Lenny said the only characters we do not own are the Sarge and Fridge.
Yep. So literally anything that says G.I. Joe, they can do it.
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to Liquid Identity here. That was the comment I was looking for. Respect the comic lore someday. I hope so that's one avenue they can go down. Like, we're starting to do more of the Sunbow stuff. They can start doing this stuff.
So that would create the same problem I have with a lot of Marvel Legends stuff, which is now it becomes, which favorite artist did you have for that character, right? Because the figure will be designed about the most popular design. And every time they want to rejuvenate a comic line, the first thing they do is change some of the images of the core characters, right? Like, I think that would be a hornet's nest.
Yep. I do. I mean, I agree, but I mean, they've got so many versions of the original, characters that from 82 to 94. There's so many versions of most of them. They can get away with not having to make new like makeup costumes for them.
I just think about Cobra Commander, what he became.
So if you look at Shipwreck here, do you really think that you're not going to get the one with the, with the ski cap on and everything? You're going to get them. Everyone wants that one.
I love that version.
It has nothing to do with
V2.
Real American Hero line.
Yeah. So just reading through the comments here, Shane, the line doesn't die till they kill it. Loki saying, I've been waiting for Cadet Deming. I've been waiting for Cadet Deming too. And like, again, it's not anything that I thought I would ever get to see. Same way, I mean, we're getting ready to get Mistress Armada. Like, I love that character. So, and this being such a deep cut from the cartoon, she's only in these 2 episodes. Right, and she wasn't in any other ones, so it's a pretty damn deep cut to produce plastic for.
So I will say this, something like this, and I know I've said I'm not a huge Sunbow guy, and it was part of my childhood, but if they do Worlds Without End, please, like this gives me hope that they would do Worlds Without End.
I've said, when we got that Steeler, like I said that in my Steeler review, I said it like, as much as I really like this Steeler, how awesome would it have been if they'd have just give him a Worlds Without End alternate head? That's all they needed to do. I'd have been happy. Give me the alternate head sculpt for him. I would love to see that. Those are the 2 best episodes, I think. So I'm starting
to see more and more potential for the one that I wanted all this time, which was Special Missions Team Brazil. I can see more and more space for it as they grow this line, right?
We've got them. We have them all now. We've got all of the characters that we need for it. They've got all the molds done, other than Claymore, and he's just a kit bash. Yeah. So we'll see. All right, let's move on looking at these. So the canisters got the 3 spots here that looks like they're going to very nicely fit the 3 mass device elements that had nothing to do with this episode. But
today people said it's scrambling for those divers.
No doubt. Yeah. I think what you'll have to do is take the base.
I thought everybody hated them.
Well, because now they need it.
They said they sucked ass. I thought everybody said, "Fuck those divers. We hate those divers."
I know, but now they need the canister.
Oh, that's how that shit works. Oh, that's quite interesting.
Those canisters are going to go start selling for as much on eBay as you could buy the divers for on clearance.
Exactly.
I give $27.49 for this 2-pack.
Well, maybe I could sell my diver pack to somebody for a special price.
Yeah, you can sell yours to the QAnon guy we were talking about earlier. Anybody that doesn't know. Sorry. Anybody that doesn't know, when Pop got his divers, they left out one of the black head sculpts.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Another white head.
The Deep South diver set.
Delivered straight from Hasbro, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah. Darren, I lose you behind the chat banner every time. So when you're talking, I'm like, where are you coming from?
Is there a way to put us at the top of the screen, like a cross at the top, instead of down the side?
You can do it with all 3.
You can, but you have to create your own. But I mean, don't do it now. But there is a way you can create your own custom screen, and everybody kind of at the top.
What I wanted to say before I was rudely cutting you off and had to stop was there's no hostage in this set. This is going to be the customizer, the troop builder, everybody's collectible where they really could see 2 of them being justifiable because the computer can kind of stack, right? Like,
yeah.
Am I wrong?
Multiple uses. No, there's multiple uses for that. That's not a throwaway piece. You can diorama build with that piece. I think that piece will be sought after. There's going to be a lot of people that buy this set just for Cadet Deming.
Yeah, this is not something I'm going to play clearance chicken with because, again, it's SDCC exclusive, right? So it's going to, the pre-order window is going to seem really small.
And, you know, and like Jeremy said, you can still buy Cold Slither on Pulse. I was one of the people that last year that complained about Cold Slither because it sold out in 30 seconds. I got mine the next day when it went back up, and I got Pops because I think he was at work that day. So I was able to get them the next day, and they sold out that day. And you know how it went, how it goes. I've to this day never opened Cold Slither.
No,
they're not even in this room. They're on the extra bed in the room behind me. I still haven't even opened them.
But you're right. Hopefully it is like Cold Slither, and we do end up getting it if you want it with no issues. But you know, the one thing that when I was joking about the Shipwreck Custom, one of the things I've always wanted from my ramen van, that Misery Machine, was a G.I. Joe version of a Scooby-Doo group. And this Shipwreck is definitely my Shaggy. I'm definitely doing that, right? Like I like, the more I see this, the more I like this set.
Can't you just use the Jada?
I don't know. Do you know how hard it is to get Jada out here? Holy shit. I still haven't seen like the last 3 Street Fighters. Never see serial figures. Like Mega Man. That's the most Jada I see now.
Yeah, the figures are not easy to find here. Target quit carrying them. Target was the only place that I really saw them. Walmart started carrying the Street Fighter figures, but the ones that I saw never went beyond the first wave. And Barnes and Noble sold them, but I don't go in Barnes and Noble often enough to hunt them down.
And the point was to have a hyper real Shaggy, like a G.I. Joe Shaggy, not the actual Shaggy.
Yeah. So, and you can put Old Man Shipwreck in the van with Old Man Outback, and they can drive around and sell candy or something
in
the van.
And shit.
Yeah. So all right. So we get her with her goggles here. We got our maybe it's just a coffee warmer. It looks like a glass of milk, is what that looks like. But with our 3 spots, I like Polly. I like the Polly with the wings with the little device. So I think that's pretty cool for this set. And there's another image. I would have been cool if it came with a couple of these little ghost heads with like smoke trails where you could maybe stick them in the side of the computer or something and anchor them. Is that too much to ask for?
Well, if they wanted to go up with a higher price, that people would have lost their minds.
What do we think the set's going to be?
What?
What do we think this set's going to be?
It says the price in it.
Oh, did it? I didn't even see the price.
Yeah, I'll see if I can pull it up. No, if they wanted to do what like Master of the Universe did, they sold the Secrets of Grayskull, and it had like a like this smoke figure coming out. They could have done that perfectly on here.
Yeah.
I could see
it. GameStop has the Jada figures. I have not seen one in a GameStop here, but I don't go in many of them. But I mean, that's basically where Crow's going up there. UB Games, GameStop.
Yeah, they have Jada figures, but they're not up to date with what's coming out in my area. Like they are almost a full year behind on releases. Balrog, guys like that, never seen them. Last figure I saw was Vega, I think was the last new one. Vega or one other.
Canada as a whole is like a year behind us, so it makes sense.
All right, I'm coming back.
You are talking to the guy with the despoiler. So
yeah.
Oh, you mean in general? Like
I said in general.
Who got rid of their pennies first? That fact came up recently.
That's right. Loki says it is $56. So, and you know, it'll probably be in well, no, I guess it won't be in a super fancy box. We've seen the box. So there's another shot of her at the panel. I think I think this figure looks really good. I like all of the medals and ribbons and shit where they accentuated that on the buck.
Yeah.
And there's that look. That looks great.
There's one thing I wish they would stop doing, and I love that they give her hair options, but I wish they would stop making a different key to the hair feature every time for every female head, because there's some times where you're like, this is a troop builder. It'd be nice to give her the different hair option. Nobody's extra hair option ever interchanges in these figures.
No,
you're right. Their neck peg should be the same. The hair pieces should have all been left the same, and that goes between any male and female.
Yeah,
same thing. Not between the male and female, but between all the males and then all the females. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
it's
that's giving the fans the chance to change things,
create stuff. Yeah,
create things. Not change, create things. That's proper term.
But I love this the cartoon, like this should match the retro card Cobra Commander. That looks like these blues are gonna match. I just love how this looks with the red piping. Of course, the torso, the upper torso swivel kind of breaks up that piping line, but I guess
it did on the Crimson Guard too. So
yeah, so it's just stands out more on this one to me though for some reason.
Can I like to quickly mention it will still remain since 1993 that the Stanley Cup will not be in Canada. We can move on.
Why do you want to have a war, Punk? We don't need to do that. That's not what this is. Let it go, bro. Let the bridge happen. Let the bridge happen.
Hey, I'd be happy to let the Gordie Howe bridge happen.
There you go.
President Trump is saying, no, it is not happening. No, it's built, dude. Like, how about you let us use it?
Yeah, well, either way, we don't do politics. There's a reason. Right? You and I do this on the phone. We do this on the phone.
I'm not doing politics. I'm saying, I know you just said the bridge, and I just said it's done. Like, it is literally done. It is sitting there. I see it in Detroit when I drive down 75, and I'm like, hey, look, there it is.
I gotta check and see if Montreal lost their game to Carolina tonight, because if it is, then they're done. So
somebody will know.
Wait, what'd you say?
Montreal, they were facing elimination for their cup run. So Carolina might have put them out. Yeah.
That's what I just said. 1993.
Did they lose tonight?
Is 6
because they're making another run.
Is 6-1 losing?
Oh, really? They got that bad, did they?
Yeah.
Okay, they're done. Never mind. 93 carries on. Your point gets another year.
And I will mention it again. Technically, the Blue Jays and the Toronto Raptors have won their championship since the last time the Stanley Cup has been hoisted by a Canadian team.
Okay. Darren, would you like to speak to that point, or do you want to do other things? Because I'm feeling attacked.
6-1 sounds like an ass whooping, but I don't know much about hockey.
Yeah.
So
it means Carolina scored 5 more goals.
Yeah. So
what is that in football? Oh, wait. That's usually a Lions playoff.
It's just the start of Montreal's golf season.
I think that pretty much drives that point home. So,
I gotta respect Cadet Deming for not spilling her milk in this picture, by the way.
I was about to say, is it just me, or the glass looks kind of transparent? It looks like it's a glass of milk.
Or a sperm sample.
Yeah, maybe it's a sample.
So if anyone has the Big Bad Workshop or the Naughty and Nice Santa Claus figures, the glass that he comes with, there's a milk that you drop in it. Or you
okay.
like
a cylinder.
The glass is empty. Yep.
Yeah, that's
cool. You get the choice.
That's what this is.
As much as I've looked at that figure, I did not realize that the milk actually separated from the glass so you could have it empty. They reissued that classic Santa at the end of November or the 1st of December, and I looked at it and for like 3 days, and I'm like, I'm gonna order that. And I was like, I'm gonna order it. I can have it by Christmas. They reissued it. That's the main one. And of course, it was gone. I should have jumped
It's a
on
good
it 'cause,
figure.
yeah,
It
everybody
is-
seems to like
It
it.
is. It is a really good fun figure.
Let's see. Look through comments. Tristan T has joined us saying, "Look at these awesome folks. What's going on, Tristan?"
Yeah, we're just
So, all right.
admiring Shipwreck. He doesn't. He looks like he's going to murder her for sure.
Oh yeah, he's definitely winning that fight. Or maybe that's just cosplay. I don't know. That's some people do it weird.
She's
There
got the
she
nurse's
is.
hat.
Yeah. Rawr.
You know, when
Is
it's
that his
far
hat?
away, when it's far away, it looks like she's wearing a yarmulke.
A
Which
little
I
bit,
know
yeah.
females don't wear yarmulkes, but I'm saying when it's far enough, it looks like it.
Yeah, but yeah, good question. Is that Shipwreck's hat or is that a nurse cap? You made me doubt it when I saw it.
No, it's a nurse cap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No. She's just calmly sipping her sample there.
Whatever kind of sample that is, she has it.
Sizipping on some Sizample.
He does look tired.
Oh man, it's made his hair turn gray. So we get Shipwreck in action. I wonder how long it took him to get that Shipwreck on that pose with them feet.
Yeah.
That
I wonder if
fucker's
his hairpiece will
glued down.
be compatible with his first figure too. I wonder if they rekeyed it again.
I think it's the same.
No, that's the same
looks
hair.
The same.
Well,
Is it the same?
It's the same hair, but they've done that before where it's the same thing and they rekeyed something or
Exactly.
a
Yeah.
different size
Like-
of the neck peg, and you're like, come on.
Wasn't retro Lady J and the classified Lady J, I think were like that.
Well, I know they did it with some of the bats and they did it with some of the Crimson Guards, and you're like, come on.
Mm.
Because that was like you know it's a big deal when they made a big deal to make sure you know that Night Force Falcon, that the head fit on the other Falcon.
Oh yeah.
Went
And
way
they-
out of their way to let everybody know that one.
Which that should have
When
been
they,
like, why don't you give us two different head sculpts?
I remember when they revealed the Iron Grenadiers and the bats in the same live, and they showed the interchangeability of the heads, and I was like, "Oh, good! A happy coincidence has finally fucking happened."
Yeah, they finally streamlined the fucking neck pegs in the heads. Bobby says, put the alternate head with the nurse cap on a Marvel Legends Myra McTaggart body. I don't know who
Yeah,
that
because
is.
she has the lab. It's she has a lab coat, and so she would make a perfect fucking nurse because
Okay.
it would just it would be cadet ending with no Cobra uniform basically as a nurse.
Polly tripping balls.
Yes, Tristan, they have done a Moira McTaggart. It's one of my favorite Marvel Legends because of the head changes you can do to it. It can be anybody.
You reviewed that figure, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
You can go
I
back through my
remember-
catalog.
Yeah, I remember your review on that now. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it was a sleeper. It's a good one. And you can get it cheap.
So here's Polly, and I wonder if they've just got. It looks like Polly's just sitting up there, like perched by this. This is holding Polly up. So
Yeah.
I do like Polly with the spread wings. It doesn't look like they're articulated, which kind of sucks. I would like to have a maybe the arms are maybe. Doesn't look like much though, does he?
Yeah, and looks kind of
What-
half-assed, but
They just kind of shit the bed after they made that freedom mold with the birds, didn't they?
does anyone know if that particle beam separates? Can you take that off?
I'm gonna look and see on the piece count. We already go back here to that.
Doesn't look
It seems
that.
like if it did, they'd show it separate.
Yeah, they would show it that it should be separate.
That kind of sucks that it's not removable. But maybe it'll be like some of the other stuff that it's just glued in and you can heat it up and pop it out. Who knows? So let's see. Let's get back to where we were. Shipwreck Polly. There's our console with our 3. Do those canisters have a little hole in the bottom? Where
So
it looks
if
like
you
there's a
take the
lip
base-
here.
Yeah, if you take the base off your canisters,
Yeah.
I think you were just meant to take the inserts and
Yep.
the glass, right?
Yeah, so yeah, you take the cylinder off. The cylinder is what drops into that, and then that
With the
base
element.
there plugs into the bottom there, which also means the stuff, the hand and everything
Mind
for
bender.
Mindbender also works. So there's your next Mindbender. Either
That's
the
Yep.
Mindbender or one of the other scientists, right?
Yep.
Venom. Maybe this will be a control
Yep.
panel for the Brave
The
Lions
brain.
panel one day. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hope, can't we? Graph popping in here saying, drink your milk. Drink your milk. That shipwreck with the all jacked up. I'm trying to find the end of my pictures because I got something, or my end of the pictures of these. So there's shipwreck.
Finally. Yeah, we got somebody that looks good on Doc's stretcher, finally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
too bad his stretcher collapses.
Yeah. Well, him and Lifeline both have somebody to work on. Yay.
it could have been better. It could have been better. And then there we go with the wait a minute. The thing's not in his.
Yeah, that was kind of
projection.
what I was wondering. Like, did they take it off?
Yeah,
Could it
you're
come
right.
off?
No,
The
they wouldn't
device
show
is
it.
there.
They would not have shown it like this unless it can come off.
That's what I'm.
That was one
that's
of my
what I'm
arguments with the that was one of my arguments with the Viper 3-pack. You remember when they had a bunch of the white ones that had black forearms, and people argued with me that the gauntlets aren't supposed to come off? I'm like, it's on the back of the box with them off. Like,
yeah.
Like it literally shows
it has them without it. Like they're they're showing you these can come off.
Darren, can you highlight Jin Rummy's 31's comment there?
Hold on, I wasn't looking at the comments. So this shipwreck would be a great base figure for customizing. So that's what Shane said. This is going to be the go-to customizing buck.
Okay, but just remember to give me the credit when it happens. That it was my idea to customize this, and you you're going with what I taught you.
Grab saying,
unless if you put the Daredevil's shoes on it, then you have to give credit to somebody else.
Yes, I won't go there. We're not going there. I'm just staking my claim because you have to now.
Right?
You have to now.
You put the Daredevil shoes on it, that credit instantly goes to your Godfather.
Yes.
yeah. Right. Yeah. So let's see. You got Graph saying, can you turn it around so it looks like Polly's farting something nasty? We'll stick it back that you can. And there's Steve Martin popping in saying, fellas, my wife and some Buffalo Trace have been hanging out tonight, so I got to catch the replay. Great to see you still doing your thing, 3-star. Thank you, Steve. And good choice of drink. That's what I would have over here tonight, but I'm out of Buffalo.
I think Punk was right about the glass. If you zoom in on the glass here, it looks empty now.
Yeah. Yep. It does, doesn't it?
So I guess in those inputs, there's a lot of things we're not seeing.
Maybe. Could be
I'm
that.
fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. There is one thing from this episode, though, that I hope we see in the future. I don't know that we will, but I hope we do.
You want the wall in the back?
Sure was toasty.
I mean, we could do that by leaving them in the car in the sun for a couple of days, right?
Well, maybe you can get a 3D printed version and then it just sits there and then it instantly melts.
Yeah, it's a selling feature.
Your JFS Toys RoboCop a meal if we ever get them.
Hey, Pop's back.
Hey, there's Pop, and there's 610 confirming that on the cylinders. So I would love to see a Synthoids pack if they're going to go into the cartoon. Like they could do a lot with this. They could even just do like base, like Cobra Troopers or something, just melty Synthoids. So what about her? What are the chances of seeing Myra? We got her. Super 7 did it.
I think that I think they allow Super 7 to be a little guinea pig for them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
I think they look at that and they're like, if people are interested, and they're like, not so much that they're buying it. When people are saying like, "Oh man, I love that. I've always wanted that." This is your guinea pig.
Yeah, I'd like to see that in classified, man. I wish they'd do that in classified. What was her name? Sally, the little girl with the annoying voice. Daddy, what's wrong?
It also,
All right, this looks like it should be an episode right here of Robotech.
yeah. So yeah, the animation on the little girl definitely looks like it. Or, go G-Force.
Yeah, none of the audio syncs up with her mouth. Viper Scout is sitting over there silently plotting our demise.
I mean, it does. This reminds me how badly I want some classified generic children with alternate heads to do the public PSA scenes of like a kid running across the road and Flint stopping him. You didn't look both ways, like those kind of things. But the Myra figure, this is exactly the point about why it sucks that they don't have one constant neck post, because Judge Classified would benefit so much from having headsets. Like, you know, just like kind of like what other companies do. They sell a pack of 4 different heads for characters they've already got out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Punk talking about Super 7 being a testing ground for stuff.
Yep.
We knew for a while, like most people, this was another like poorly kept secret. I don't think it was as out in the open as the Cobra Commander was, but this one's kind of been softly confirmed for a while, and I'm here for it. This is what I hoped it would look like. I've been wanting Fatal Fluffies, and this kills it. Like it's perfect.
It's good. It's good.
And I like that they did what, when we talked about this in the past, what I said I hoped they would do if they ever did give us a Fatal Fluffy, was they made the little version, and it looks like, at least his arms, looks like he's got 3 POA arms and head. And a dick. It looks like he's got
it does look like he's got a
fatally fluffy dick with a ring around it.
That's the fatal part right there.
That's natural fluffy. Red Rocket. There's the nod to Red Rocket.
They're gonna have to fix this.
All right, Baldy. If I do not see this Tuesday, that thing photoshopped in with it being red, I'm gonna be a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Just remember, you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
Does it? It's like the shipwreck for a custom buck. You heard it here first.
I hope you can plug a blast effect into that thing, man. It looks like it's got a little hole there.
Look at the dick on that fluffy.
But do you want your
fire?
you want your blast effect to be yellow or white?
Blue. Why not? I don't care, man. Just give it to me. Let me have it. I will say one thing I found interesting just before you leave the figure, because look at those thighs for a second. Yeah. Now, I watched Jersey Maniac. He didn't appreciate this figure at all, and he brought up a point that made me think, and I was like, okay, well, I see the underlying point to what he's saying. If you look at the figure, the way they pose it in the photo, it does look like this thing's hovering over a toilet in every shot. And I'm thinking that these thighs might be a bit problematic for balancing and posing. Just when you see these photos, as we go forward, you're going to see them in one constant stance, even in the images.
I'm sorry. Did you say Jersey Maniac complained about something?
I know, it's hard to believe. He didn't like it.
I've never heard him complain about anything or everything.
But regardless, the point was there, right? Yes, he didn't like it, but he showed what he was saying, and I was like, I see it.
Shit, Shane with another good idea. Look at that. Finally a use for that Maximum Spider-Man web.
There you go.
There's a few of them. Yes. There's a few of them that it comes with.
Viper Scout saying they had to remove the tails from TMNT because it looked like a penis when they jumped.
I think you should zoom in on that again, just so we can all just verify that is what we saw, right? Like everybody sees it.
He's got like a reverse Jacob's ladder. It's on the top. It's supposed to be on the bottom.
Okay, it's uncomfortable. Zoom back out. I'm not comfortable with this. Close up.
Because somebody said that Crow said that he complained about the thighs and not possibly being able to pose with.
He pointed it out, and I think it's a solid point. Pay attention to how this figure is posed and look at the size of those thighs. I think there's a reason why you see them in the pose the way we do. Right? That's what I want you to pay attention to. I'm not trying to slam anybody, so don't do that.
I thought you did that, Loki. Loki said, "Who pierced his wang?" I thought that you said you've been bent over working for hours. Did you do that?
Poor Loki's got to learn how to tattoo that onto somebody now.
Yeah, that's right. I love this box art. Like, this is what we should have gotten with Starduster, but I don't mind that they're doing it here. And I didn't realize it until now that I really took a close look at this. That was going to be my gripe, was how did they not include the whistle? But they actually address it. Whistle not included. Sorry. So I didn't even realize that was on the front of the box until now. And then there's the back with the little games like the old cereal boxes. What do you guys think about the packaging? I think this is fun. And it is a SDCC exclusive, so it's its own brand.
This is what an exclusive is supposed to be. This is made to be fun. And let's be honest, they'll probably do another Fatal Fluffy.
Yeah.
No.
We haven't seen another Chuckles yet, though.
Anyway.
I know it's coming, but we hadn't seen it yet. But it's taken 3 years, 3+. So
there's a lot of figures we haven't seen again.
Yeah.
I mean, and think about it. This Destro here, when was the last time we saw Destro? The first wave of the Walmart retro cards.
The retro.
Yeah. It's true.
Yep. That was the last one.
So when was the last
I mean, after
the guys. Oh, forget that one.
Yeah. Like 3 months ago. 2 at the same time. Like 2 brand new Snake Eyes at the same time out for order. Jetman, that was the web that came with Maximum Spider-Man. He came with a glob of web that looked entirely like something else. So I think this is fun.
It is.
I like the word search. Look at the fucking word search and the words that are in it.
So it was brought up on I think Evil Dookie and Turk stream earlier. Was it that stream or another one? I think this is a sleeve, not a fold-up box like what they had in the Starduster.
Right? Yeah,
so,
yeah, I think it's because we don't see the other packaging like the box. So I think that's right.
So like Once a Man Cobra Commander had that sleeve, right? So little graphic on there.
Shane saying he just saw Destro on somebody's channel today.
Wouldn't know who that was, would you?
Yeah, some hoser.
Yeah. Fucking idiot paid over 110 USA.
Snake Eyes yesterday and probably 2 coming in June. Well, there is definitely 1 coming in June, arguably Snake Eyes.
What?
Don Moreno.
Wait, what did you just read?
Graph's comment. Or Viper Scout's comment, I'm sorry. Snake Eyes yesterday and probably 2 more coming in June. Just talking about the abundance of Snake Eyes. Like we're probably going to get 3 more in a month.
Well, didn't they talk about Snake Eyes Jinx and Ninja Force 2-packs at some point?
Yeah, I heard about something about another 2-pack with him.
I'm trying to think if we heard about it or not.
I saw pictures of it online. Somebody was sending like not pictures of the characters or the digital renders, but of a version of a Night Forest Jinx and talk about Snake Eyes. So somebody was buzzing about it. Where they heard it, I don't know, but it's come up.
Loki's out. Night Loki. Let's see. Move along. Look at these. So, I wanted to zoom in on the note. I like that they did the note. And 610 question for Crow or a request for a statement. Sum up your thoughts on Destro and the Despoiler in one sentence, Crow.
A deluxe Destro came with a very effective paperweight. That is all.
Pretty good, and exactly what I was kind of afraid of. Jen Rummy, you're right. There actually is another Snake Eyes coming, which you've also been able to order briefly. That's right.
We forgot about that.
I did too. I completely forgot all about it.
They need to reuse that buck because that was the first Commando Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
People like that one.
Which was actually a good figure. That was an actually good figure that people complain about.
Yeah. I unboxed mine. I have it on the shelf. It's good.
The Alpha Commando with the white timber, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that I've got. That was the first one that I got that I opened up. I really like that one. That's probably my favorite one.
And that was available forever.
Shots. That was one. Actually, that one was on the shelf at Walmart here quite a bit back in the old days when that set was $39.99 and $41.99.
Yeah, same here. I saw it like up to last year almost in some places.
In the days of yore. I like the product shots for the Fatal Fluffies. I thought they did a good job with these, kind of making it look like the inside of the spaceship.
Just in that last shot, you know what I saw in that last shot? I saw someone's ding-a-ling again.
That could just be a screen grab of G.I. Joe headquarters at night in the background.
What is that song? I can't stop playing with my
ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. I want you to play with my ding-a-ling.
All right, so yeah, that's a very unfortunate
reflection
picture, but yeah, I think it's the back of his foot.
I think you're right.
You are right. That looks a little like a red rocket.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can see it back there in that one too. The lighting.
I'm ex-Army, man. We know our dicks. You can see one in the back. Yeah, it's happening all over.
When you go to the sausage fest called JoeFest, you can see these things and you know these things.
Yeah. We're not saying we're not cool with these figures. We're just pointing out the obvious here.
It will definitely be in the review. I might try to replicate this lighting. I don't know.
4 retractions. It's not a dick, guys. I'm sorry I said that.
Yeah, one of the two. Oh, let's see. Graf saying, is it true the Fatal Fluffies were the original plan for Dreadnoks? This thing looked good in my Cold Slither band. Hell yeah, it'll look good in the Gold Slither band. Look at it. They're like guar.
Well,
who's coming to Nashville?
That's a good point. Yeah, guar.
Desert Snake Eyes is a good one, though. That's a vastly underrated figure. Butterscotch.
It is.
Yeah. Contrary to popular belief, not all Snake Eyes were just black. Just like G.I. Joe did not start in 1982. That's for you, Pop.
Viper Island confirmed fluffy dongs.
God damn it. Now it's definitely not that.
War Chest didn't leak that part.
You know what I do? What I foresee now, though? Like these Fatal Fluffies, get used to this because we haven't done Mega Monsters yet, and we are coming into that era. So Mega Monsters and aliens like Lobotomax are kind of going to follow this guy in, I think.
You could be onto something.
Fickle is Einhorn?
Einhorn
is Fickle.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know that it is not politically correct, but if you go watch that scene, he is so happy that he figures out that Einhorn is Finkel, Finkel is Einhorn, and then he realizes, and then you see the horror on his face.
Yep. Oh my God. That scene definitely would not hold up in today's audience. Pop's favorite saying, today's modern audience.
Yeah, and I would say it again. That's Ace Ventura, not the second one, but that first one is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Love it. Crow and I had a conversation similar to this today. Chad Farr is here saying that's the back of the feet. Hate the rain on parades, not a fluffy dong in a
No. Listen,
let me dream.
Whatever you want.
Let me dream.
Listen, I'm kind of a big deal, especially when it comes to classified in the G.I. Joe world. That is clearly a red rocket on the
I'm glad we can start that tonight.
In this one, he's actually hiding it.
Yeah,
he's like, want to see?
Like, hey, look, your fly's open.
Yeah, he's got the look on his face, like, here, come here, kid. I want to show you something.
Give me my sign. Like when you're in 7th grade and you had to go up to the blackboard after you've been looking at the chick you had a crush on.
Yeah,
that's actually the best gag I've ever seen, because all he does is get the person to read to the very bottom and then just lifts the sign up an inch.
That's like the old gag with the finger. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Right. This is total Flasher vibes right here.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of having a trench coat where they open it up, they have him read it, and when he sees they get down to Cobra Commander, woohoo! Like, here's my dick, my fluffy dick.
I kind of like where this line's going now.
They're gonna, with this set, they raise the 4 and up to 14 and up with this.
Yeah, no kidding. Eh? Show us your license before we sell you this.
That's right. This is a subline GI Joe instead of classified, just porn.
Yeah, porn.
No boundaries anymore.
Clint Jorgensen has joined us. What's
Who?
up, Clint Jorgensen? We say
Clint Jorgensen.
Why you said it wrong?
Jorgensen.
Yeah. So let's say River Otters are God's Peace Corps. Stanley had to say something. Yeah, there we go. The River Otters. I hope Stanley gets a River Otter someday. I like River Otters too. I like River Otters. I think that'd be a good pet for one of the water guys. Let's see. 5 keys in the back of the ramen van. Yeah, that's an expensive shot, but yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right, so got this guy like the fire, like the getting ready to breathe some fire out of his mouth. Got the whip.
Okay, so can we all agree we all knew the Fatal Fluffies were coming, right?
Yes.
Did any of us think they were going to look this aggressive and this mean?
I hope so.
That's not what I
know. That's a good point, Punk. I like Crow. I hope so, but I probably, in my heart of hearts, thought they were going to go more soft, cartoony with these. I like that. Yeah,
and their face plates, which means that hey, if they do another version,
I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really care for the Fatal Fluffies from what I saw of them. I wasn't looking forward to this set. I was glad they were doing it, but I am kind of glad they at least tried to make them somewhat imposing.
I might change your mind right now on this.
All right.
Do you have the new Colossus?
Yep. Yeah.
Now think about doing some photography with these two.
Oh, that's I see it.
With the thighs, like that's Colossus.
So I can go you and say that when you were talking about the Santa Claus Christmas figure, I was thinking, well, here's a Krampus like henchman, right? Krampus and his boys, right?
He does not look that far off from the the figure obscura Krampus. I've got it over
Yeah.
here, and I've got
But I
the red
wonder,
one, I got the black.
you've got me wanting to try a Colossus head swap on this just to see if I could get like a primate Colossus, right?
And you know, going back to, you were talking about Maniac, talking about the thighs, so you can clearly see this is a good pose, but they've got it compensated for the weight.
That's what I was meaning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very like they've got that very well balanced.
So remember Nemesis Immortal, when it was bulky, it was kind of a weight shifting issue to try and get it balanced so you get the ankle rockers in the right spot. I just think it's the same issue, a top heavy figure with kind of a tight waist, right?
Yeah, that was the main problem with Nemesis, was the figure was just so loose and so bulky. Every time you would get it posed, like balancing it and distributing that weight, and then you leave it alone, it would move because it's so floppy and it just
very top heavy at that.
Yeah, especially with the wings.
And that was the takeaway from what I said of it. Like, yes, okay, the Jersey Maniac has an opinion on the figure, but he brought up a point that I had to look at and go, okay, I do see where this could lead, right? Like, yeah, Nemesis Immortal.
Yeah. I didn't mind Nemesis's feet, but the ankles were also kind of floppy. Yeah, I've got one that's really loose. I don't remember which one, but one of them is pretty loose. So,
and bringing that up, it also had that thigh rotator. That it's the same thing with the new Destro. Like Nemesis had that inner thigh rotator, and if that's sticking, like it, right off the bat, you kind of don't know it's there. And I didn't like that on Nemesis Immortal either.
Yeah, that's true. Pop saying that's it. That's a good point. Like I didn't really catch that. I didn't realize that.
But that's what I said. These are face plates.
Yeah.
So there's your repaint right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll give us the furry one, like a retro Fatal Fluffy.
Yeah, and Viper Scout is also right.
Yeah.
Fatal Fluffies before we get a Flash or Grand Slam.
That's a fair point.
I haven't been on Facebook much today, but I bet that is lighting shit up. I bet that comment is spreading like wildfire.
I can say this: I had more, like, because I shared it to a few pages, and people are asking me, "Is this AI?"
Yeah,
I saw that too.
Yeah,
even somebody that's in my group that knows how much I hate AI asked that comment. I just didn't even respond because.
Well, I think the lure wasn't as much the Fatal Floppies didn't get me thinking AI, but some of the photos that they did with Cadet Deming and Shipwreck made me go, okay, are these polished, finished photos, or is this some AI going on? Like, they look more like storyboards than they look like finished Hasbro product shots.
Yeah, that I thought that too. It's almost like they took the pictures and cut the pictures out and dropped them into a hand-drawn backdrop.
Like South Park. Yeah.
So I dig this one because I like you got the little one. I'm just gonna, for time's sake, gonna call him Grogu, and hiding behind the big one. Like
call him Danny for Danny DeVito.
I was gonna call him the little Peckerwood, but that works.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna use his twin's name, but I can't remember it.
Danny DeVito's twin, Arnold.
No, what was his name in Twins?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh my God! As many times as I've seen that movie, I could have told you if you hadn't brought it up.
There you go.
Oh my God!
What's Arnold's name?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. God, I can't. I'm drawing a blank on that. But that's I can see that with them too. But I like he's hiding behind him, like he's like, show me who told me you had a little pink backer. I'm gonna go kick their ass. Like that was him. Hiding behind him. I like that one. That one's cool. Again, the product shots on these really They sell it. You didn't need to sell me on these, but I could have done
Sure.
without the laser effects on this one. But
Okay,
Sure.
Julius and Vincent.
yes,
Oh, there you go. Okay.
yes, yep.
And
that's
Darren,
right.
I'll point out again, you notice the same stance for all three, right? This is where it kind of hit me. Where I was like, okay, I kind of see what he's saying. Right?
Yeah, I think they just like swapped.
But they're in
the-
fighting stances.
Mm. There's other fighting stances that we could do in a shot that depict three different people. This is everybody right foot forward. I don't see them a uniform fighting army, right? It's not a drill.
I'm trying to see what the ankle articulation might be like.
I don't see any now that you've zoomed in on it. So thank you for doing that because I see
Probably
nothing.
have very limited ankle articulation, and
Upper thigh.
It might be toe
Not
articulation
against
only.
them.
Yeah.
no, I gotta say, I bet they give it just like kind of like shipwreck, where it hangs down. That's probably a softer plastic.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, I can definitely see where some question marks around it anyways. I'm not going to slam it before I've had it in my hand and try balancing it myself. But I do see some things where I'm like, that's suspect, right? Like
Slamming it before you have it clicks. Just let you know.
Yeah. I know.
I like the pistol, pretty cartoon accurate looking with the blue. So there's there you go. There's a different pose. They definitely glued this one down.
He's lying on his back. They shot this from up top.
Right. Yeah, they lit the bottom. Looks like the whip is probably fixed. Don't look like this bendy wire. That would have been nice for an exclusive.
I've been trying to ignore that the whole time, going, looks cheap, that whip. Photos, right?
Yeah, it looks fine, but it just the fact that it's fixed. Wait, is that the same pose? No, okay. But I think overall, like the sculpt and everything for it, I think they really nailed it. And what you were talking about, Punk, with the like the face plates and what Pop said with the non-furry face making it look a lot scarier. I think that's got as much to do with it as the expression is that it's a human looking face behind it.
I'm looking right now at the Fatal Fluffy like images from the cartoon.
Yeah.
And like you can totally see, like, and Lenny always talked about it, right? That you're looking, how can you reuse this mold? How can you reuse this gun? This right here, like that faceplate, all you got to do is, and that's why I asked, right? Like, is this what you were expecting? He looks angry. He looks mean. The other ones always look really dumb.
Well, and there's a reason for that, right? Because when you're working at 3 3/4 scale idea for the toys, you don't have a huge workspace to work in things like wrinkle lines, cheeks, flexing in a certain degree in angles, defined teeth. You just didn't have that. At 6 inch, you have all that. Of course, you're going to do that with classified. They've done that with every single figure. They've brought up things that you couldn't do at the smaller scale. So.
I can't blow that up, but so there's some shots of them from the cartoon. There's the little one. Don't show his little fluffy dick. So
no,
there we go.
The fire doesn't look the way I remember it, but okay. Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Oh, you got to recreate that with Junkyard going up and barking at him. That'd be pretty good. So, all right, so there's those, and the last picture I had of the Fatal Fluffies was just them breathing the fire, which looks pretty good with the little dude beside him. So we've looked at the rest of them. Might as well look at that one real quick. So there's how the fire effects fit in, and that's different. We haven't had that effect yet.
No, and I hadn't seen it. I had to ask somebody if that one went in his mouth, but yeah, now I do. Cool.
Yeah.
And don't go looking at any of your Marvel Legends because it has nothing to do with Marvel Legends. They cannot share parts.
Let's see. Look through the chat here. So I just got the stuff from today in the Cobra Commander. I didn't get any of the turtle crossover and all of that stuff. So, or the Super 7 stuff. Always stuff's out now. I think that they said that Ninja Force Snake Eyes is going to be the Super 7 JoeFest exclusive.
Somebody had
right?
mentioned that in the chat, I think yesterday or on Monday. I have not heard that. I did hear that they have an exclusive coming, but I thought it was a 3-pack, or maybe they meant that there's 3 of them, 3 coming. But either way, I haven't heard that. I wouldn't be completely surprised though.
Yeah.
Then they can charge more. Super 7 loves to do that. Even though they're making you take the weapons off to treat them yourself.
Oh, that's for the nostalgia. Shane's out. Have a good night. Got to drive the kid.
Good night,
to work.
Shane.
Hey, man, get you some sleep and get that children's to work.
Yeah, I'm about to call it a. I'm about to call it a night because I'm starting to pass out here.
Yeah, that's good. We ain't got to go all night. We just wanted to talk about that stuff and get back on the air and hang out with you guys and everybody in the chat.
So, Jetman, they have not shown Hooded Cobra Commander. I would say stay tuned Monday.
Yeah, it will definitely leak out before Wednesday.
Now, I said, because everyone has waited for Hooded Cobra Commander, right? This is coming out. And I know I say don't talk about this guy, but I'm going to now. And I pointed this out, and we talked about it on Tuesday. Anytime G.I. Joe drops something, it seems that Valaverse has to let you know something's coming out. Like, don't forget us. How hilarious would it be in like the middle of his stream, they drop the Hooded Cobra Commander inputs? Everyone would stop watching that stream. Like you would watch it go from like 400 or 500 people watching to just completely dropping off. And do you guys remember the movie Rad? I know I talk about it. Do you guys remember seeing the movie Rad?
The bike?
Not
well
enough
enough,
about
no.
it to no.
BMX
I've seen it like
Yeah.
once.
So
I've seen it, but
when she comes in and she does the bicycle boogie, Bart Taylor, that's her ex-boyfriend, is in the middle of his dance. And he walks up and he says, "You could have at least waited till I finished my dance." That would be someone talking to Hasbro going, "You could have at least waited till I finished my stream."
yeah, could have at least waited.
But how hilarious would that be? And I kind of mentioned it in a group chat that I'm at, and they're like, Hasbro they don't even care who he is. I'm like, oh, I know. But it would be fucking hilarious if like, all right, dude, hey, he's like in the middle of his, let's just fucking drop it.
Yeah. Probably.
Because it would be in the chat too. You know, it would be in the chat like, oh my god, they just dropped Hooded Cobra Commander.
Yeah, they just dropped this, so they just put this out. So
Hasbro would never do it to him.
Yeah,
he doesn't mean enough to them.
It would just be another. It would just be another one of those escalating chapters of their long story between Vala and Hasbro, right? We would just always remember the day Hasbro struck back, right?
It'd go down.
It would just be funny.
Yeah.
I like Pop put this in the chat, but yeah, totally. Like it's gonna be. I hope like. I will say, not going to dwell on that, but I will say that I have not seen pictures of it. I know some people have. I hope the crown is not molded.
It is not.
The crown removed.
I haven't seen it, but it is not. It just sits on there by friction.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah, that was my biggest like fear was to. That's how they were going to skirt around the hood issue was mold the crown on. So I'm glad they didn't if they didn't.
So here's the whole thing. And again, I always made sure when I talked about it that I never said that they would never make one. I said they're not allowed to make it. And that is because their bosses at the time told them this is a figure that cannot be made, right?
Yeah.
It's simple, right? Like Hasbro owns it. Hasbro told you no. So your bosses are telling you you cannot make it. They have every right to make it. It is their character. Personally, what I think happened was, and I know that some new management came in. So whoever the classified team answers to, just the G.I. Joe team in general. And I think that you have whoever came in, first off, probably looked and said, this is a stupid edict that we have put down. Like, this is a character that people want. It has nothing to do with what one idiot that we allow make our movies, all right, says. But the other thing is, you look at the crossover of Tomb Raider, and you look at the crossover of Turtles. Now here, Pop, I'm going to support you in your argument about how popular G.I. Joe was. What is the most popular toy of the 80s? It's probably G.I. Joe, maybe Transformers, right?
One of the two.
What is the most popular toy of the 90s? Turtle. It's Turtles, right?
I like Turtle.
Which two of those are always around, constantly doing crossovers. If you're in charge, are you not like, dude, why are we not doing some sort of crossover? The Fortnite one was specifically done because the guy that created Fortnite loves 80s properties. That's why, and I don't play Fortnite, but I watched the thing, and he's like, yes, I love putting 80s properties that I loved in. That's why I put these figures in. He put Snake Eyes in. It wasn't Hasbro going the other way around, right?
Yeah.
But now you have this, this Lara Croft, and it is classified from my understanding. You have obviously the Turtles, which we all thought was fake, myself included.
Yeah, it looked fake as hell when it first came out.
And then we saw it and we realized, no, it's not. And I also wouldn't be surprised that if they didn't watch what Big Bad Workshop was doing and watch that hype, because again, even though Big Bad Workshop is nothing compared to Hasbro, right? It's a blip on their screen. Smart people are looking at it going, well, we're not going to recreate a line to make Hooded Cobra Commander, but we have this line. It's extremely strong and popular. Why don't we just do it?
And so that was the point I kept focusing on, because you're right. You never did say never. You were just saying not allowed. You change the leadership and things, right? But when it comes down to
they're not doing it, I was very adamant. I will admit that.
So at the time, there's a big difference when you're greenlighting a project between putting something out there and staking your reputation on it and then reacting to demand. They decided to wait to react to the demand rather than gamble and have everybody associate those things that we rumored it was about, right? Oh, it's for racism and the blah, 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 blah.
We did not rumor it. We did not rumor it because the Bonaventure clearly... he admits that he said this. Like, it's not rumor. Like, and again, it's not like I did a video and I'm like, I have all this insight. There's numerous guys that were there at the company, and at JoeFest, we talked to numerous people that said the exact same thing.
Sure, and confirming it
Chad
just solidifies
had done a video.
it, right?
Chad did a video way back with somebody that was involved in that scene where they were like involved in it and was like, he clearly come in and
said, so if that was the case, it just solidifies my point. They're not gambling anything when they're reacting to everybody asking. That's clear cut. Like, we're okay to do this. I'm glad it's coming out.
I am too. Tristan saying Lenny showed the crown separately on stream. Well,
that is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. I didn't think about that, but everyone's asking. I hope the crown is separate. And it's like he did show it separate.
He did, but he did. But just because he showed it, don't mean that it wasn't molded on. Like he could have had.
Yeah, it's like Polly's beam.
He could have just had the piece that wasn't molded on where they sculpted it. So I knew that he showed it separate, but that didn't clarify anything. And Stanley had asked if it would be reuse or all new. I don't know. I hope it's all new. Maybe reuse a couple pieces.
My understanding is supposed to be all new,
Yeah.
like an all new buck, or at least pieces of a buck. That it's not going to use the retro. Although the cape may be reused.
I was gonna say I expect gloves, gauntlets, and boots to be reused. Maybe the
Well, you can
belts,
see
but
that snake that he's holding up. If
that's something
part of
old.
that's old.
Yeah.
That came with that one. There came with the Haslab one, I believe.
Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander.
Yeah.
Do we know if the cape is plastic or soft goods?
It's supposed to be soft goods.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I
think they moved away from anything being plastic.
Yeah, Destro's cape. I wouldn't follow this up with anything less than soft goods. I mean, like,
matter of
once you
fact,
start,
Prophet Director Destro, I think, is the only plastic cape, isn't it?
yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, G.I. Joe doesn't have a lot of capes to begin with.
No, I really like. I'd be fine if they reused the one from Snake Supreme.
Well, that's what the rumor is.
Oh, that is okay. Yeah,
but who knows, right? I mean,
that
reusing a mold
badass.
and reusing a cut piece, I think it's going to be two different things. I don't think there's a huge, there's not tooling per se in doing a cape.
While we're talking about fancy capes and fancy dress, I do want to show this picture that I've been sitting on for a while. That I did. So
God damn.
I've had that one done for a while. See, he's got a nice R2 cane.
So that's Prophet Director Tarkin?
Yes, this is Prophet Director.
No, that is truly Pimp Daddy Tarkin.
Yeah.
Tarkin right there. So
Definitely.
He's got a booth at JoeFest, and he's hawking fucking stickers and shirts and all kind of shit. And it's all pink and black. Grand Moff Tarkin presents Club Tarkin.
Man, I've
been hanging on to that one for a while. Hold on, let me get back to the group discussion here. Oh, let me get all of us on here. There we go. So yeah, Grand Pimp Tarkin. There you go, baby. So, all right, we're gonna get ready and roll up out of here. So thank everybody for being here for the Don't Call It a Comeback tour. Gonna try to get back to doing Wednesdays with Pop and Crow. We gotta work the kinks out, but pretty sure me and Crow are gonna be here Wednesday talking about Yojo June. Hopefully Circle of Jerks will be done, but they'll probably go on before we do. So finish watching them and come listen to us talk about it. Pop, what you got going on over on the Pop Blender channel?
Not a lot. Just Sunday, Tuesday, the usual suspects. I think that's about it. Nothing in particular. Other than that, wait for Matthew to get back from DFW. Maybe do a little bit about that Sunday night. Maybe have him on. If he has time once he gets back, we might have him on.
What do you mean get back? He just goes back and forth from home to DFW. Not like he stays in a hotel.
Right, yeah, no doubt. So
like I said, it's like 10
in his own bed
minutes.
every fucking night. It's not like a vacation.
Nice. Yeah, it must be nice.
Said it's like 10 or 15 minutes from him, something like
that's
that.
pretty sweet.
So, he actually had the link for tonight. I was hoping maybe he would pop in and kind of give us a report, but also like I think about doing that the first night of JoeFest, and I'm like,
you want his report? Oh my God, it's amazing. They have so many of the original creators and guys that wrote the comic books. It is amazing. None of my YouTube friends are here. All these guys that I've talked to for 5 years, but all these guys that don't really know who I am, but they kind of remember me from last year.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, because I would be remiss, Shane. He reminded me, but you have to understand, I'm not really used to mentioning that. But every other Friday, I join Smoking Joe's and hang out with those guys on Friday night. So it's not every Friday, but it's kind of every other Friday. like my work schedule, it's streaming schedules all over the place. But yes, I would be remiss if I did not
That is
mention
true.
that. That is
Wait.
true.
Pop, have you taken up smoking?
No, just cigarettes.
Are you going to start?
No.
How's this gonna work?
I may.
It
I don't know.
actually works out. It actually works out pretty good. Yeah, no, and the thing of it is, what's funny is I don't get to smoke when I'm on camera because I'm indoors. So I kind of have to crush it before I start the camera, and then I get to go treat myself to a cigarette when I get done. So, yeah, no, I won't be starting anytime soon. But yeah, so I would be remiss if I didn't mention that because that's just not in my lexicon normally remembering that. But yeah,
So
that's that.
quickly, I do want to say yes. Sabir has he's been here the whole time, and he's got to see the wonderful impressions that I've done, like of my grandfather that none of you know. And now Matt,
They're perfect too, by the way.
Yeah.
Perfect.
that impression of my grandfather was perfect, and you guys all know it.
I thought it was
Spot on from what I hear. Yeah, I've heard it was amazing.
From what I heard.
Yeah, I thought it was spot on.
Better than the last guy I heard I did it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Punk, what you got going on over on Punk with Toys channel? Where else are you going to be on this weekend?
I'm not going on anywhere else this weekend. I didn't plan on doing this. You just sent it over to me. Like I said, I have the annual board meeting that's going to be about 4 hours tomorrow. So that's going to take up my time. I'm hoping to get Ninja Zartan on Sunday. He is available at all the targets. I'm sorry. He is at all the targets, but he is not available yet. Sunday, I have to record the Dutton Ranch. And then Monday, I get back to it. And I think my topic this week, I got two topics that I have kind of ideas for. One is, are there too many lines in toys? And what I mean by that is, are there too many G.I. Joe lines? Are there too many lines in Star Wars? He-Man was the one that kind of kicked it off, right? Like, I was looking, I thought those new core figures, I thought those were Origin size. There's not. There's Origin movie figures too, along with the $10 core lines. And then the what's the line that took over after Masterverse? Chronicles. And then there's the Masterverse line. And then they have like a little 3-inch figures. And again, like you start looking at all these, and again, I'm not talking about too many lines out there, but just in general. And then Tuesday is Circle of Jerks. I can only imagine what we'll be talking about. Wednesday, I do believe Circle of Jerks are going to be doing a special missions. And then on Thursday, I have the Delta 17 guys as the drive to JoeFest. So Steve and Ken, along with Emerald Knight and Wilhelm.
Oh, that'll be a good show with all
because they're all, again, they're all helping out with Delta 17. Yeah. And I also might have a big giant Hulkbuster review coming.
Ooh. Nice.
Might it be white and black?
It might be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I had no intention of that until I literally saw it. So I saw the blast effects, and I was like, I gotta have that.
I thought that's what they were calling me about today. I was expecting that one any day, but nope, it was this stuff. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's supposed to be here Tuesday. And then I'm expecting something else, but nothing that I can drop till JoeFest. So
I know what that is. I'm pretty sure. So and then we talked about that one night. All right,
gatekeeping.
Crow. Well, that's a reveal. So
I know. I'm joking. I'm poking. Guys, I did a live tactical perspective toy review, which means I'm not doing a video version of it, on the Destro to Spoiler number 203. And I did grade it and everything like that. It is an hour-long video, but it has other content in there. That was done today. So tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to start reviewing Taurus and Red Dog that came in. You'll see that. And as I was telling Punk and Darren earlier, I was just going to get started on the Muse and Bullseye review, especially now that I've got a solid Marvel Legends Daredevil to take pics with and some homemade sets to do it with. But I can give you the cliff notes right now, and I think without having talked to Punk, he'd agree. These are wild characters. It's really cool.
Good.
And yeah, so there's that. And then I did put a post on it, but I realize a lot of people don't often just see my post. But reminder to those of you that are going to JoeFest, come see me if you want one of my stickers, because I got a bunch printed up. And then for guys like K-Skills and others who have told me that you're not going to JoeFest, I'm going to hold some back to mail out afterwards, okay? And if not, I'll print some more up, okay? So that's all I got going on over the next bit.
Nice. I just reordered my stickers too. Stanley asked that earlier in the chat. I literally ordered them on Wednesday. So I got more of just my my 3-star one, and I did also have another special sticker made that I'll be giving out at JoeFest.
Yeah, mine are cheap. Yours look nice. You have really nice ones, I find.
Oh, well, everybody's using Sticky brand, so they make really good fucking stickers. They're really durable.
Mine feel like do you remember the hockey stickers, the O-Peachy that you used to stick in the sticker albums when you were kids? That's what mine feel like. Yeah, that's what mine feel like.
Yeah, ours were baseball stickers.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I would rather
be hockey.
Yeah. Hey, Tony.
Now, what's up, Legend Series? Tony, how you doing, man? Jumping in at the end. Let's see. As best I can tell, Stanley, I will be there. Everything is still on track. Still hadn't had my time off officially approved, but I think it's just because it's not built up yet. But by the time we get there, it will be. My supervisor, my ultimate department head supervisor, and both of the guys, one of which will have to cover me from the other facility, all know about it, and they've all said that it's cool. It's just not been officially approved. So far as I know, I'm good to go for JoeFest. So over here, I don't have anything like on order other than I've got Ninja Forces Artan from Target, who it's still showing it's not going to saying it's not going to show up till like the 6th.
It's back order.
I may go out and try to hunt one down on Sunday, but I don't. Yeah, I don't. I've already last weekend I went in one and I got the UPC from where Baldy posted it, and they're like, "Yeah, we had it, we got it, it's here, but can't sell it until the 31st." So I may go try and hunt one down, but I don't know if it's even worth it. I'll have to get up early, and if I do, mine's back ordered too. I pulled it up, but I hadn't.
Yeah, they're all back ordered. Anyone that ordered them online, they're back ordered.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I may go out and try to fucking find it now. So that's what's going on over here. I'll be back with Crow. We'll talk about it, but we should be back on Wednesday for Joe June kickoff. And that's it. Anybody got anything else?
I don't.
Go? All right.
No, man.
Thank you guys for joining me tonight and hanging out for a little while. And it's been a busy night on the YouTube. So thanks, chat, for coming in and hanging out. And we will see you guys soon. Later.
And now back to Cobra News Now.
Cause it's Friday. You ain't got no job. and you ain't got shit to do.
Are you ready?